It's a big thing because you look at this Central Florida team, what they want to do is they want to play one-on-one basketball. The ball's going to stop at the top of the key a lot. They're going to pound. They're going to try to go by people individually. So Wisconsin needs to guard as 5, but they can't get spread out. So when I say a KYP game, it's one of those knowing the strengths of the person you're guarding, and individually you have to stop them first. You can't get beat, so then all of a sudden now the help has to come, and that's when other people can get involved. Can't have that defensively. Number 2, rebound the ball at a high level. Number 3, limit turnovers. Central Florida, they want to create turnovers. They create about 12 of them a game. Wisconsin's averaging 9 turnovers. You can't have live ball turnovers and give easy buckets to Central Florida. And the last thing that I've got, Wisconsin, they need to get off to a quick start. They have not gotten off to a quick start against Holy Cross, Montana State, Appalachian State, UTRGV. They haven't done it. You're playing the one team that they did get off to a good start was Arizona. You're playing a team that is right there with Arizona as far as Central Florida. So get off to a good start, play good basketball early on, and then how do you handle this environment? It's different. You're playing on the second half of a game. Your warm-up's different. Your routine's different. How do you respond? So something to watch early on in this game.
Duly noted, Brian. Thank you. Those are our keys to the game tonight, and we are back with the starting lineups presented by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Panama Ted is here as well.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said,
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The 7'1" transfer center from Kentucky. This is a big
Time now for the UW Health Injury Update. UW Health Sports Medicine treating the Badgers, treating you. Good news, the Badgers are healthy going into the Greenbrier tip-off here in West Virginia. Cameron Hunter is under the weather. He's not going to play tonight, but other than that, the Badgers are full form and ready to go. Always good to see no matter what time of the season it is. Now the starting lineup's brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. Don't drop the ball, Badger fans. The Wisconsin DOT reminds you to drive sober. First for the UCF Knights, 4-0 on the season out of the Big 12. 21 votes received in the last AP Top 25 poll at the beginning of the week. It's a guard-oriented lineup that begins with Jordan Ivy Curry, 6'3", 177 pounds, a fifth-year senior from Lamarck, Texas, a transfer from UTSA, averaging just under 18 points per game this season. Also, Darius Johnson, a 6'1", 200-pound senior guard from Boyd's, Maryland, Episcopal High School in Virginia. All 4 of his seasons in college basketball have been with UCF. He's averaging over 14.5 points per game. The other guard is Dalen Debo Coleman, a 6'6", 220-pound senior, a very senior-laden guard corps as well. Coleman is from Memphis. He's a Georgia Tech transfer. This is his first season with UCF. Comes in averaging 5 points per game. The forward is Keyshawn Hall, a 6'7", 235-pound junior from Cleveland, Ohio, a George Mason transfer, averaging 17.5 points, 7.8 rebounds per game his first season with the Knights. And the center is Mustafa Chiam, 7'2", 235 pounds, a freshman from Senegal. He went to high school at DME Academy in Daytona Beach. You heard head coach Greg Gard mention Chiam in our pregame conversation. He reclassified from the class of 2025 to 2024, so he is in college ahead of schedule. Again, the starters for UCF, Ivy Curry, Johnson, Hall, Coleman, and Chiam. And now for the Wisconsin Badgers, ranked 19th in the AP Top 25, 5-0 on the season. Their starters are the same as they've been through the first 5 games. John Tanjay, the grad senior, 6'5", 218 pounds at the guard position from North Omaha, Nebraska, a Missouri transfer. 22.6 points per game for Tanjay through the first 5. Also at guard, Max Klesmit, 6'3", 200 pounds senior from Neenah, Wisconsin, the Wofford transfer in his 3rd season with the Badgers, averaging over 14 points per game. Also at guard, John Blackwell, who had the career-high 30 points on Monday against UT Rio Grande Valley. 6'4", 203 pounds, a sophomore from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. Brother Rice High School, averaging over 16 points per game.
Played guitar. One of the 2 guitars he used during much of the time he was in the Beatles. It's known as the Futurama guitar, once owned by Harris. It just went to auction. He played this thing in over 300 performances with the Beatles.
Can I take a guess?
Yeah, how much do you think this thing hammered for? It has been
And it's
sold
already
at
been
auction. Sold at auction.
I'm going to say 15 million pounds.
You know what? You could have had this for a bargain. A measly 1.27 million pounds is what it took to get a Beatles guitar player's guitar. Like,
I'm thinking
George Harrison's
I'm thinking
one
the
of his
Beatles.
guitars.
They're not even just in England either. Not even just in the UK. I would think that would have.
Oh, sure. Around the world.
And it did. It did. Been around the world.
1.2 million. Nowhere on how much you would get if you tried to buy, like, I don't know, handwritten lyrics from an Oasis song, but if only we knew someone who had done that. Maybe we could ask them. I don't know if we do.
Know anybody that bought those.
No, not at all. Buckeye basketball coverage starting up top of the hour. And then, of course, the tip with Campbell coming up at 6. We will see you all on Monday, hopefully talking about a couple of great Buckeye victories, basketball, football, and otherwise. That's coming up on Monday, let's hope. Timmy, thanks for sticking with me this week. It's Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at some slowdown due to an accident that's on the right shoulder of southbound 71 at 270 on the North Outer Belt. And stop-and-go traffic has a 5-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side between 33 and Bryce Road. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart. Take advantage of Z-Bart's Black Friday deals all month long. Shield your truck with a Rhino Lining Spray-On Bed Liner, $100 off. Defend against rust and corrosion with undercoating, $50 off. Restrictions may apply. See store for complete details. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
This is a Fan Action Update.
Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit primesportsbook.com. Use the promo code JUSTSPORTS for a welcome bonus of up to $100. The Ohio State-Indiana line continues to hop around for tomorrow. Ohio State is now a 10.5-point favorite. The line got as high as 13.5 and as low as 9.5 this week. And Buckeye Hoops are a 25.5-point favorite tonight against Campbell. For your Prime Sports Action Update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks. Trust the pros at The Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Visit thewaterworks.com today to get started.
Welcome to Nada Yada Island.
We're back on Nada Yada Island Confessions. Benny is about to tell us how he found 2 loves. Go ahead.
Yeah, thanks to Metro, I found iPhone 12 and Apple Watch SE.
At Metro, get the perfect match of both iPhone 12 with 5G and Apple Watch SE for only $99.99. Holidays with Nada Yada Yada, only at Metro by T-Mobile.
Bring your number and ID, sign up for Metro Flex Plus, and add a watch line. Not available if you're with T-Mobile or been with Metro in the past 180 days. Limit 2 per account.
For a limited time at Speedway, get 2 big pizza slices and your favorite Coca-Cola 20-ounce for only $5 with Speedy Rewards. Choose from Classic 3-Cheese, Pepperoni, or Extreme Meat Pizza. Save big with a $5 meal deal with Speedy Rewards. Only at Speedway. Valid through 1/7/25. See app for full terms.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Hey, Aaron. Hey, Jerry. Here's something that ECO stands for that you did not see coming.
Okay.
Echocardiogram.
I did not see that coming.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Most people think if they call someone about their furnace or heat pump, some unscrupulous salesman is going to pressure them to buy a whole new unit, even if their old one could be repaired and give them years more service.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Your heart starts racing and you're sweating and breathing funny and your echocardiogram just goes nuts.
I'll say.
As the guy who invented those hospital wristbands that always stick to your arm hair, I know a thing or two about echocardiograms.
Get Eco.
ECO.
But call Eco, and our team will explain all your options, what you can fix, how much it costs, and how that compares to a whole new system.
And your echocardiogram?
Nice and flat. I mean flat-ter. Actually, flat is bad. Don't worry, they didn't let me invent any of the medical stuff.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Eco plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
Come try Skyline Chili's new mac and cheese three-way, made with creamy cavatappi pasta in a 3-cheese blend, topped with Skyline chili and their shredded Wisconsin cheddar. The new mac and cheese three-way at participating Skyline locations for a limited time.
Add $179 million in total cash prizes.
Mom, what are you doing?
Mix in 3 parts bills, bonus boxes, and multipliers.
Is this some kind of recipe?
Gradually stir in a ton of excitement.
Oh, you're trying to make Ohio Lottery holiday scratch-offs, aren't you? Stop overcomplicating things. Just go buy all your favorites like Holiday Cash, Holiday Lucky Times 10, and Merry Money.
Oh, that is easier.
Uh-huh.
Now help sift non-winning tickets into My Lotto Rewards for a second chance to win.
Play Holiday Scratch-Offs. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and condition regulations. Play responsibly.
The perfect Thanksgiving starts with a Meyer frozen turkey for just 33 cents per pound with M-Perks. Imagine that golden, crispy skin. Ooh, that sounds good.
Stick to the script, please.
Oh, right. Roasted to perfection with fresh rolls, creamy gravy, and a delicious sweet potato casserole. I love those little marshmallows. Sorry. Bring more good to Thanksgiving with a Meyer frozen turkey for 33 cents per pound with M-Perks. That is a good deal.
Limit 1. Exclusions apply. Discount automatically applied when you enter your M-Perks ID. See all deals in store or on the Meyer app.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. Rip off your sweats and join the layup line. It's time for Ohio State basketball. The Buckeyes are preparing for battle, and you're preparing to listen to them. Equally important, this is Fan Warm-Up.
All right, Buckeye basketball fans, here we go with another ball game tonight at the Schottenstein Center. A little home swing for this Buckeye men's squad, which is, it's good to get it this time of year. Typically, with Feast Week coming up, this can be a very hectic, very chaotic part of the schedule in college basketball. And you know what? Sometimes that's fun. And we've done that before. I appreciated how Chris Holtman's regime was more open to doing things like that. Thad never used to like to do things of that nature, but I like that as a college basketball fan and wanting to get a little bit of everything, getting a little bit of that variety from a good college basketball schedule, and things like the Battle for Atlantis, things like the Maui Invitational that the Buckeyes took part in. Those have rich tradition, and you love to be a part of them. But you don't have to do it every year. There's such a thing as doing too much of that. And so Ohio State to just be at home and be in the Schottenstein Center and try to get some home cooking and not get comfortable, but you know what I mean. Just get some time to really have good practices, to be around your strength and conditioning staff, be around the facilities that you are used to, get into a little bit of a routine, because the season in itself is going to get chaotic at some point. You're going to be traveling all over the place. You've got UCLA, USC, Oregon, and Washington in the Big Ten now, so there's all those road trips that they're not going away. You're going to have to manage them, and I already think that Ohio State, we know about one of those where the trip later in the year, you do play February 23rd. I'm looking at it right now, and February 26th. So you have a little 2-game pack, which that makes sense to kind of set it up that way. And that's at UCLA and at USC in late February. That's 2 games. They come back and they have just 2 more basketball games, Nebraska at home and then at Indiana. If you didn't know that, yeah, they finished the regular season on the road at Assembly Hall at Indiana on March 8th. So that'll be a fun end of the season. But not looking down to the end, let's focus on tonight. Buckeyes are playing Campbell, the Camels from Campbell, a program that sits there in the middle of North Carolina. They are a decent team this year. They're 3-2, so they've got a couple wins under their belt. And an interesting road win where they go and take on a service academy at Navy, and they really put it on them. They win 86-66. They had an early game against the Virginia Cavaliers. We know that Virginia made major news when Tony Bennett abruptly retired, but still, that's a Virginia program with Virginia athletes. And for a school like Campbell to go up there and play them to a single-digit game, that is a pretty strong showing, pretty good performance. The Buckeyes, though, are heavy favorites in this one, 25.5-point favorites, and they're going to be expected to get the job done, and you're going to want to see certain players continue to build, continue to improve. I'm still looking for Michi Johnson, building off of his 13-point performance against Evansville, to keep showing you that efficient Michi Johnson, to take good shots, make those shots, drive the ball to the hole, make the good reads, make the good passes. Basically be another kind of Bruce Thornton who is out there on that court. You got Bruce Thornton, and he is fantastic. And I think what I saw in flashes late in the A&M game, which they lost, was that when things don't work offensively, you do want to just let Bruce Thornton dictate. Just let him handle some things. But we just got some big news, and you heard us mentioning this at the end of Man and Bone right there. The Buckeyes are going to be down their front court, so we really are going to see a certain kind of effort. And maybe you see someone who is kind of a G/F, like a Colin White. He will play a lot more just because of this. He was brilliant in the last game. He just showed you flashes. It's not like he scored 20 points or anything. Devin Royal did. And Devin Royal is a guy that will be stepping up to play. I'd be shocked if he's not in the starting lineup in this one. But also with Sean Stewart and Aaron Bradshaw out. That's the news. The 4 and the 5 are out for Ohio State. We do know that Sean Stewart got injured late in the Evansville game, without saying a ton about that. But they released a statement on Aaron Bradshaw and his being out. And they just said that he's not currently participating in team activities. The university is following the established process, and due to federal privacy laws, we cannot share further information at this time. Now, that could mean any number of things. Bottom line, I hope everything is good with Aaron Bradshaw. I've liked this guy since he joined the team. He's got a lot to offer. Funny dude, seemed to be a good guy. And talking to him at the Ohio State Basketball Media Day, I hope everything is good because we're not even scratching the surface on what Aaron Bradshaw could be as a Buckeye. But let's keep talking about the game tonight and this basketball team. Let's break them down with Ron Stokes.
It's time to go inside the Buckeyes with OSU basketball analyst and former captain Ron Stokes.
All right, Ron. So I was just talking about it there. Just wondering what your thoughts on this are. Injuries are a part of the game. Hopefully that's all we're talking about with Sean Stewart, and it's not a long-term thing. But the fact that you're missing Sean Stewart and Aaron Bradshaw, for some reasons that were not being discussed right now. What do you think?
Yeah, it's just another bump in the road, right? I mean, clearly, as you made the comment, you can't predict injuries. We don't know 100% what's going on with Aaron Bradshaw, but clearly he's not playing tonight. And this is the time of the year, you just also mentioned it, a great opportunity to get guys out on the floor to develop chemistry. You got a nice 4-game homestand here. Every game that these players are not together is just one less opportunity to build as a team, right? So that's clearly an issue. But at the same time, when you look at the opposition tonight, the Camels, they run a Princeton-style offense. So it's one of those types of deals where if you're Jake Deaver, he might have gone small anyway because of the fact that you got to defend not only the perimeter, but you got to defend the back door.
Well, Ron, I mentioned these two guys too. In the games that you just saw from Devin Royal and also Colin White, I think a lot of fans and people that really pay attention to this team immediately looked at a guy like Colin White because we saw Devin Royal, and I think we expected a bump from him this year. But that could be a freshman that could possibly give you a lift at any point of the season if you need him.
Well, I mean, the thing that I like about Colin White, he's 6'6". He's not a small guy. He's got size. And then as he continues to develop his confidence and Jake Deaver can feel confident with him out there on the floor, you arguably could have him and John Mobley out there at the same time. You're talking about spacing.
Yeah.
That's spacing right there because obviously you can see what the teams are doing with John Mobley. They are latching themselves to him anywhere on the court because he's a logo-type shooter. But, yeah, you can't help but to get excited about the potential with not only just Colin White but also to play in his second year and Devin Royal.
Do you see White I see him as a number of positions. Do you think of him as a shooting guard, a small forward, possibly could play a little 4 if they're going small? What do you see in position-wise?
I still think it's TBD, to be determined. I mean, clearly he can shoot, and he has decent size. I know he made a nice defensive play in the last ball game a block. So, you can't forget that he's 6'6", and he's got a decent wingspan. So I think as he continues to grow as a player, he's going to be able to be out there in different positions, not just being a shooter. I mean, clearly, if you want to be on the floor, you can't be one-dimensional. Now, if you're very good at one thing, like John Mobley is, you're going to get minutes. But as a player, you want to develop and be able to help your team in a variety of ways.
Well, late in the game, Ivan Njegovan, the Croatian, what a story, right, Ron? I mean, he comes to America sight unseen, not just this basketball team. I mean, doing all the research you can do, right? Zooming, talking to the coaches, all that, but came to America and just wanted to do this, was all in. What do you see from him and possibly getting some minutes tonight with the front court being out?
Well, sight unseen, but when you're 7'1", you don't teach that, right? So, okay, you deserve to at least look at him when you're 7'1", and clearly he's a work in progress. I mean, but still, he's got a touch. He can move up and down the floor a bit, so it's something that you hope that you can build on and get some type of quality minutes from him in certain situations. But clearly he's on the roster. He'll get a chance to hopefully get some minutes tonight and build on his confidence.
Last thing, real quick, what's the key to the game for the Buckeyes? What do you want to see out of them?
I like to see their defense be solid again. They were very fortunate, along with their good defense in their last ball game. Evansville they were not effective outside shooting. This team tonight, if they got length, they got guys who commit to their system, they get hot, you don't want to get down. They led Virginia well into the end of that first half.
All right,
so we'll
Ron.
see.
Yeah, no, sorry to cut you off there. Looking forward to it, and always love a Buckeye basketball home game.
All right, go Bucks.
Go Bucks indeed. Buckeyes getting ready to take on the Camels from Campbell. 3-2 basketball team. Buckeyes at 3-1, trying to get to 4-1. Some bangers in college hoops tonight, too. You're going to have a Tennessee Baylor game in the Bahamas. That's later, way later. And then after 10 o'clock, you'll see Duke at Arizona. So that's a nifty game. And you've got the Nebraska-Creighton game in the Big Ten going on in Omaha. But a good one tonight to see this Ohio State basketball team take a step and get better. That's what these games in the holiday season are all about when you're at home. Ohio State basketball taking on Campbell. I will see you for postgame after it's done. Skip Mosick, Paul, and Ron up next with the pregame show.
You've been listening to Fan Warm-Up. Stay tuned for Buckeye basketball on your flagship home for Ohio State athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
1 in 3 student athletes gets disturbing messages from sports bettors. This threatens the safety and mental health of college athletes like Tyler.
I'm a student and an athlete. I don't deserve to be threatened over my play. If you're upset about your sports bet, don't take it out on me, because I'm more than a bet.
These threats are not acceptable. Stop harassing college athletes over a bet. Learn more at morethanabet.org.
At Baths R Us, we're terrible roofers. We stink at installing siding. And don't ever call us for your kitchen remodel. But if you want a stunning, beautiful bathroom makeover in just 2 or 3 days, now that's when you want to call us. See, unlike most contractors these days, we offer only one service, bathroom remodeling. We don't spread ourselves thin by doing roofing or siding and a bunch of other stuff. Nope. At Baths R Us, we dedicate every company resource into mastering the craft of bath transformations. It's why we're the Midwest's biggest 5-star family-owned bathroom company. And it's why we have the happiest customers. Just check out our Google reviews. Baths R Us. We're terrible roofers, but we're awesome bathroom remodelers. Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement, or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate, or go to bathsrus.com. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
I'm Rick Reichard. Get Black Friday pricing now at Reichard Ford, because we're dealing. Everyone knows that Black Friday is a wild time to buy a car. Reichard Ford learned from last year, so we've already dropped our prices. Fresh incentives from Ford have just been announced, so guess what? You want the best Black Friday selection? You want super sale Black Friday pricing? You want to skip the Black Friday insanity? Well, you get all that this week at #1 Reichard Ford. New 2024 F-150s available with 1.9% APR financing. Or get up to $8,000 off of MSRP. Save up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Broncos. 100 to choose from. Beat the crowd, save more money, shop the best selection at Reichard Ford's pre-Black Friday sale. The largest volume Ford dealer in Ohio, at Route 33 and Hamilton Road, 2 minutes off 270, and at ReichardFord.com. based on 2023 Ford report for total new retail sales. Cincinnati region offers N12-2 on approved credit. Come in now, because we're dealing.
To Central Ohioans, fall means one thing, football. At Sears Heating and Cooling, fall also means one thing, furnaces. We're not plumbers or electricians, nope. For 74 years, we've been your Central Ohio heating and cooling experts. Need an electrician or plumber? We'll gladly give you a referral, but we won't pretend to be your one-stop shop for all the trades. We're HVAC experts, and our mission is to provide the highest quality service at the best possible price. That's the local advantage of doing business with your neighbors at Sears Heating and Cooling. Online at SearsHeatingCooling.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. It's football season. That means it's time for wings, right? Flaps, drums, however you like to get them. I like my wings with a nice dip, and that's why I love Daisy Sour Cream, French Onion, and Ranch Dip. These are delicious dips for your wings, for your veggies, for your chips, whatever you like to dip them in. For me, it's the wings. For you, the possibilities are endless. As good as homemade dip, plus real herbs and spices and ingredients you'll find in your own kitchen. Check out Daisy Sour Cream, French Onion, and Ranch Dips wherever you buy your groceries. Get them today.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change will help ease your oil change-anxiety. Picture expert technicians who are quick, but not rushed. When you hear the bell, breathe in and out. Now, let go of your oil change-anxiety. Visit Valvoline Instant Oil Change today and find automotive peace. No appointment needed.
Always your home for Buckeye basketball.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Your flagship station for Ohio State athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Welcome to Ohio State basketball from Learfield. The Toyota Buckeye pregame show is brought to you statewide by State Farm on the Ohio State Sports Network. Presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics. And brought to you locally by your Central Ohio Toyota dealers on your home of the Buckeyes. Live and local weekday mornings beginning at 6 with Morning Juice on The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Now, along with former Ohio State captain Ron Stokes and Skip Mossick, here's the voice of the Buckeyes, Paul Keels.
Well, the Ohio State basketball team embarks on their 5th game of the year with a 3-1 record, hosting the Fighting Camels from Campbell University in North Carolina. Ron, certainly Ohio State looking for a repeat performance from Tuesday night's game, especially on the defensive end.
Now, I look at the stat sheet, and I didn't realize it at first, but you're talking about superb on both ends in the second half. 70% from the field, shooting 50% from beyond the arc, and holding your opposition to just 25% from the field, 10% from long range. So clearly getting it done, and the big reason why you have such a disparity in terms of scoring 80-30.
Well, they're going to have to get it done minus 2 key pieces. Sean Stewart will not play tonight. We're guessing tied to the injury he suffered in Tuesday's game against Evansville, but also Aaron Bradshaw, not involved in team activities. This is a university statement. It's not. We think that it's not a basketball situation, but Ohio State will have to have others step up.
Got to adjust to it. Clearly, next man up in terms of guys coming into the lineup. Potentially, you're not sure who's going to start. And I mentioned this a little bit ago on the warm-up show that clearly, when you look at the style of play that Ohio State will see against Campbell, there are going to be some concern about guarding that perimeter and backdoor cut. So it could be a game where Jake Debo was going to go small anyway, but still it's a missed opportunity for this team to jail by not having both of those individuals in the lineup.
Buckeyes are known for paying it forward. That's why Buckeyes Care strives to serve the betterment of our community by positively impacting families across Ohio. Join American Electric Power, Kroger, Donato's, the OSU Wexner Medical Center, the James Cancer Hospital, Huntington Bank, and WBNS-TV in supporting this cause at ohiostatebuckeyes.com/Buckeyes Care. When we continue, Skip Mossick will talk with Dr. Jim Borchers, the Chief Medical Officer of the Big Ten Conference, about the Big Ten Blood Drive. That's when our Toyota Buckeye pregame show continues on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
AEP Energy wants to know if you're ready to say goodbye to higher rates and hello to savings. Get your energy costs under control by locking in a fixed rate for your electricity supply. You'll lower your bills and get price protection from rising rates. Take control and lock in a low fixed rate. Visit aepenergy.com/OSU to get started. AEP Energy, the official electricity and natural gas sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. AEP Energy is a competitive retail electrical and natural gas service provider and affiliate of Ohio Power Company, AEP Ohio. AEP Energy is not soliciting on behalf of and is not an agent of AEP Ohio.
Huntington is banking that just clicks. like asterisk-free checking, an account that's filled with features, but no monthly maintenance fee, no matter what. Because it's your money, right? So we think you should keep it. It's just one more way we're looking out for people every day. Is your bank looking out for you? Maybe it's time to switch. Visit your neighborhood Huntington branch or make the switch at huntington.com/yourmoney.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Hey, Ohio State fans, it takes a lot of energy to root for the Buckeyes. That's why Burger King is going to get your team going with the $20 Buckeye Blitz Bundle. This OSU fan exclusive has a delicious lineup that includes 2 Whopper sandwiches, 1 cheeseburger, 3 small fries, and 3 small drinks. Get over to your local BK and get fueled up for game day. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Always and forever your home of the Buckeyes. Home of the Buckeyes. The Fan. Now back to the Toyota Buckeye pregame show on the Ohio State Sports Network. Presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Welcome back, everyone. Ohio State and Campbell coming up at 6. We are joined for a few minutes now by Dr. James Borchers, former Ohio State team doctor, now Chief Medical Officer for the Big Ten Conference. And, Doc, lots of folks from the conference in town today ahead of tomorrow's big football game with Indiana. But part of the reason was to let folks know about the Big Ten blood drive. For folks who aren't familiar, I guess tell us about it.
Well, this is really addressing one of the biggest medical issues we've seen in the last 20 years. We're experiencing the biggest blood shortage we've seen in a generation. And this is a partnership between Abbott and the Big Ten Conference to really help get especially young people ages 19 to 26 out to donate. We see that we need a lot of people in that age group to get involved because they just haven't been as active in donating blood. And some blood centers only have 1 to 2 days of blood available, so it's really an important problem that we need to tackle.
Well, this is a competition that is conference-wide. Let everybody know what the winning school is going to get.
Yeah, well, the great thing about this is it is a competition, and all 18 institutions are involved, and anyone can donate and then log their donation for their institution. And the winning institution is going to get $1 million from Abbott to use towards student and community health initiatives. So what a great opportunity to not only get involved to help us solve a huge problem, this blood shortage, but also to help your university get $1 million towards healthcare initiatives.
For people who are just hearing about this, how long does the competition last?
Yeah, it's going to last right up until the football championship game in Indianapolis. So December 6th is the last day to log your donation. So there's still plenty of time to get out there and donate. big10.org/Abbott. All the information you need, all the opportunity to log your donation. And at the football champ game, we'll be giving the winning institution $1 million.
You mentioned the blood shortage earlier, and we hear that from time to time. How important is it for people to realize that you're not just saying it, giving blood really does save lives?
It really is. You know, for every donation, you save 3 lives. So we're up over 15,000 donations, which means over 45,000 lives have already been saved through this initiative. And, you know, the great part about this is that once you donate, about 8 weeks later, 10 weeks later, you can go back and donate again. So this is a way over your lifetime to give back and really make an impact in all those patients that need blood products to have their lives saved.
Well, we know Abbott supports Versity at Ohio State in their blood efforts. Versity is just one location to donate in Columbus. But, Doc, for those listening around the state, there are locations statewide where they can donate and get credit for Ohio State as well, no?
Yeah, that's exactly right. You can make your donation anywhere, and then all you have to do is log on to that website, big10.org/Abbott and log your donation. As long as you have proof of that donation, you can log it there and get credit for your institution.
Dr. James Borchers, we miss seeing you around as Ohio State's team physician, but we know you're doing great things now as Chief Medical Officer for the Big Ten. We appreciate the info, okay?
Thanks, Skip. Great to be with you and great to be back in Columbus for this weekend.
All right. Again, Ohio State and Campbell coming your way at 6. Up next, we'll check your Friday scoreboard as the Toyota Buckeye pregame show continues on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Want to kick off your fall shopping with a touchdown? Shop Bob's Discount Furniture for pieces that fit your style and your space. Check out Bob's space-conscious and style-forward furniture for every room, like counter-height dining sets, convenient lift-top coffee tables, guest-friendly pop-up sleepers, and storage-filled seating perfect for game day hangouts. So stop and score winning design with Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Evan Williams Bourbon is the official bourbon sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. This fall, reach for Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon or Evan Williams 1783 Small Batch. Made in Louisville, Kentucky, this lineup of award-winning bourbon is extra aged for a rich and smooth taste that's easy to enjoy. Sip Evan Williams neat, on the rocks, or in a cocktail. There's no wrong way to enjoy it. Visit evanwilliams.com to find a bottle near you. Go Buckeyes! Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43.45% alcohol by volume, 21 plus. Think wisely, drink wisely.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think of calling for a ride, but nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. The results of driving drunk are tragic. That's why law enforcement is out there looking for impaired drivers to save lives. So if you think you're okay to drive after a few drinks, think again. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
The Fan. Ohio sports destination. You're listening to the Toyota Buckeye pregame show on the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Value City Arena in Columbus. Ohio State and Campbell coming up at 6. Skip Mossick with a check of your Friday scoreboard. We'll start you with college basketball. Big Ten teams in action this evening. Number 19, Wisconsin playing UCF over at the Greenbrier in West Virginia. 13 minutes to play first half. Wisconsin up 14-8. Later on, Nebraska will be at Creighton. Northwestern hosts Pepperdine. Iowa will take on Utah State in Kansas City. Washington hosts Alcorn State. And UCLA plays host to Cal State Fullerton. Basketball around the state today down in Myrtle Beach, Ohio, with a win over Portland, 85-73. Another tournament going on in Texas. Presbyterian knocks off Youngstown State, 67-42. Game in progress. Wright State is in action. This one also down at Myrtle Beach. 5 minutes to play first half. Bradley leads Wright State by a point, 29-28. Coming up in just a bit, Toledo will face Jacksonville State. That game in Daytona. Later tonight, Akron will host Lamar. College football, 3 games on the docket tonight. Purdue will be at Michigan State. Temple visits Texas San Antonio. Number 24 UNLV will be at San Jose State. High school football playoffs continue across the state tonight. Regional finals in all 7 divisions. 8 games tonight in the NBA. The Cavaliers are off. They will host Toronto on Sunday. Just 2 games in the National Hockey League. Blue Jackets are off. They will host Carolina tomorrow. Network join on many of these stations tomorrow will be at 6:30 p.m. Again, Ohio State and Campbell coming up at 6. Up next, Paul Keels will chat with Camel coach Kevin McGeehan as the Toyota Buckeye pregame show continues on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End of friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hey, Buckeye Nation, Paul Keels here for my other favorite nation, Window Nation. If you're a fan of scoring, you're going to love this. Window Nation is going nuts with an incredible offer just for you. Buy 2 windows, get 2 windows free plus 0 down and 0 payments with 0 interest for 2 years. And if you order a full house of windows, you'll be part of a full house at the Shoe with tickets to a Buckeye game. Call Window Nation today at 866-90-NATION or visit them online at windownation.com. Tell them Paul sent you for the Buckeyes Full House Special.
Hello, I'm Ross Bjork, Senior Vice President and Eugene Smith Wolf Foundation Endowed Athletics Director at The Ohio State University. In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, Huntington, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in our great state through the Buckeyes Care Initiative. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag BuckeyesCare.
Hey, Buckeye fans, Union Home Mortgage's 1% down payment program is like kicking an extra point or scoring a 2-point conversion. You put 1% down, and Union Home Mortgage will kick in up to 2% on the house. Visit UHM.com or call 877-846-4968 today. Union Home Mortgage Corp is an equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 2229. UHM will contribute up to 2% down, no greater than $2,500 towards a 3% down payment. Home buyers responsible for the remainder of the down payment. This offer is available for the purchase of a primary residence only. For full terms and conditions, visit UHM.com.
Your home for Ohio State athletics. The Fan. Now back to the Toyota Buckeye pregame show on the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
We had a chance to talk with Coach Kevin McGinn of the Camels tonight. We're here to take on Ohio State. Your last game, a road win at Navy. I know there's always high value in a road win, Coach, but what were some of the high points from the game?
I thought we really competed hard. They got a really good guard that's hard to defend. Draws like a ton of fouls. It goes to the line like 12 times a game. So that was a key for us, is trying to keep him contained and just guarding without fouling. I thought we did a really good job of taking a small lead and kind of gradually stretching it throughout the game. So, with every new team, you're always trying to, now even more than ever, right? Everybody's new. So you got 6-7 new guys, and you got to go through some things and be put in some situations to figure out how to win. And that was a good opportunity for us, and we made good on it. And I think hopefully that's a builder for us going forward.
Kevin, you talk about so many new guys. You're going through it like so many other people are. Is it a transition that not only starts when you start practicing, but continues through a season?
Absolutely. I mean, you work really hard in the summer. Like one of our starters we didn't have in the summer. So, you start in the summer and you're trying to, implement. You have a little less time, but trying to get concepts in and teach them how you play, right? It helps to have good vets that are still in the program to help kind of teach. There's only so much that we can do in our court time, but with film and with the veterans kind of helping, that definitely makes a big difference. But I think it absolutely happens throughout the season, and the good ones are going to continue to improve as the season goes along.
You talked about stretching your lead out the other night. Is that tied to your ability to get to the foul line?
I think that's always a great ingredient, right? We talked about that a little bit, like in practice this week, of just, understanding game situations, when to, go at it a little bit harder in order to try to draw a foul, things like that. Because sometimes that can be a stretcher. That also can be something that interrupts a run. When another team has a rhythm, and you can kind of break that seal essentially by getting a couple free throws. Sort of takes a little off the pressure of the situation. So absolutely, going to the line is a huge part of it.
Among some of the guys you've got here tonight, you got a local guy you're bringing back home, Tassos Cook. What's he brought to you?
He's been terrific. He's an unbelievable kid, and he started in Division I and went to junior college, then came to us last year. We had really high expectations for him, and that first year transition was up and down. And one thing I really give him credit for is he just put his head down and kept working. had a great attitude, and he's continued to get better and get more comfortable, and now he's really valuable for us as a guy who can come in there and give us some defensive intensity, can initiate offense. He's built like a college guard, and so I'm proud of how he's sort of stuck with it, because college basketball can be a quick fix kind of scenario, and he's really been determined to stick with it, and he's gotten better, and he's really helped us a lot.
That's good. Coach Kevin McGeehan, thanks for your time. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
All right, more when we continue on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Toyotathon is on. Our biggest event of the year is better than ever, with our biggest and best selection, including the best-selling Toyota Camry. It's all hybrid all the time, with available all-wheel drive. Now through December 2nd, you can lease a Camry LE from just $269 a month for 39 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details, or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
AgPro has been family owned and operated for over 64 years. We take pride in developing long-lasting relationships and offering first-class customer service. Need a new tractor, parts for your used equipment, or reliable service? AgPro has you covered. AgPro is here to serve you and your operation as your hometown dealer. Visit us today at any of our AgPro locations or go online to agproco.com to get started with your AgPro experience.
Buckeye fans celebrate all kinds of game day traditions. The most delicious ones begin at Giant Eagle and Market District, where you can always enjoy the perks of game day. Get ready for kickoff with fresh and prepared foods from Giant Eagle and Market District, or fuel up and grab snacks and drinks on your way to watch the game. You'll earn perks and save no matter where you stop. Giant Eagle, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
Kroger Pickup is the easy way to get what you want right when you need it. Try Kroger Pickup today on the Kroger app or at Kroger.com. Ohio State at home with Campbell University from North Carolina tonight. Coming up next, we'll talk about some things involving Big Ten teams as the Toyota Buckeye pregame show continues on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
They're trained. They're prepared.
Let's do it.
They're Ohio's undefeated plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling team. And they're here to tackle your problems. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
This is Ohio State head football coach Ryan Day, asking you to help provide 2 million meals to feed our community. Just round up at the register today. Every dollar provides 10 meals for neighbors in need. Get in the game and let's tackle hunger.
Come on over to Heartland. Join our family.
Now, getting ahead in this world is not as complicated as it might seem. Having the early guidance and counsel of your community banker, one who knows you and your family's story, can make a great deal of difference. Relationships matter. Bank on community banking. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Coming over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination. You're listening to the Toyota Buckeye pregame show on the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
It's Ohio State at home with Campbell University tonight, and this is where we usually take some time to talk a little bit about some of the other Big Ten teams. Let's start discussing Indiana, who had a 69-58 win over UNC Greensboro last night. The Hoosiers undefeated. Miles Rice gave them 20 points and 11 rebounds, and that's a new addition to the Indiana team that also added Omar Ballo from Arizona. But you know what they've got when you think about Malik Renew and Mackenzie Mbako still being there, and it seems as though the expectations, kind of a little like last year, Ron, are kind of high for Indiana again this year.
I think they're real high, and then you talk about the guys coming back from last season who were solid players, and some of them McDonald's All-Americans. and they have another year of experience, and you bring in some talent, not surprising that they're definitely regarded to being someone that's going to compete for the Big Ten title. But it's early, but they're ranked top 20 in the country. They're playing well, and that's what makes for a very interesting Big Ten season, because you got the added 4 teams coming over to the Big Ten this year, and then, of course, the normal team. So it's going to be exciting.
It certainly is. Tonight, Skip mentioned earlier that Nebraska is playing at Creighton. Creighton ranked presently, but Nebraska 3-1. Bryce Williams averaging 18.8. They've got 3 players in double figures. Coach Hoiberg is playing 10 players. That's not a new deal for him. But, you know, one of the things that's going to be interesting to watch, Nebraska usually has had massive turnover, more than normal. They've got some players coming back that certainly could give them a little more traction.
Well, one thing is for certain, Coach Hoiberg is a very good coach. You're talking about when he got to the program, it was definitely a building task. A lot of guys had left. Very few guys were coming back with talent, but he was able to. I remember him coming in here and playing and getting beaten. But, you know, in his post-game interviews, talked about the process and building and understanding. And guess what? He's got that program solid, and not surprised but where they are.
And you got one key transfer from within the conference. Connor Esigian left Wisconsin. This was a guy that was a prolific high school scorer in the state of Indiana. Kind of lost his spot with the Badgers. He could be a key addition for them.
And, you know, sometimes it's a benefit for everyone. I mean, clearly, when you look at his productivity, kind of went down late in his years at Wisconsin, but sometimes it's good to go to a different place. Wisconsin's better because of it than the player, and obviously the new school that he's going to. So transfers are always not bad. You know, it can work out for everyone.
You know who they don't have? Rink Mast, who was a nightmare for Ohio State last year.
For a lot of teams, yes, but especially Ohio State.
Yeah, he's out for the year with a knee injury, so that's really a challenge and a big hole for Nebraska to fill.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're talking about a guy that can get it done on the inside, can shoot it on the perimeter, and then, of course, their outstanding shooter that went on and gave Ohio State fits as well. So clearly they're rebuilding, like most coaches will say. Everyone's dealing with the same thing in today's environment. You pretty much know that you're going to have to bring in 3 to 4 new guys and blend them in with whatever you can salvage from the year before.
It's Ohio State at home with Campbell University tonight. We will hear from Ohio State head coach Jake Diebler as our Toyota Buckeye pregame show continues on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Toyotathon is on, and it's the perfect time to wrap up the year with a new RAV4, America's best-selling SUV. Now through December 2nd, get 4.99 APR financing on a new 24 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid. Excludes RAV4 Prime. Or lease a gas-powered RAV4 LE for $309 a month for 39 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details. Or go to Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Get ready, Buckeye fans. Donato's just added something special to the pizza playbook. Introducing Donato's new Block O pizza. Donato's golden thin crust cut in that trademark Block O shape, loaded with crispy pepperoni, smoked provolone cheese, and Buckeye Spirit. It's the perfect pizza for game day, or any day in Buckeye country. Now get a Block O pizza for just $10 with any pizza purchase. Order today with the Donato's app or at donatos.com.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Your Ohio State flagship station, The Fan. It's time for our pregame conversation with head coach Jake Diebler, presented by Kroger on the Ohio State Sports Network.
Ohio State at home with Campbell tonight. Our chance to talk with head coach Jake Diebler. Last game, defense certainly a high priority. Is it kind of the result of paying attention to a lot of the details involved in defense, Jake?
Yeah, I feel like our guys have done a great job in taking what we practice and things we go over in scouting and then that translating in between the lines on game day. So really proud of what we've seen in that area, but we got to continue to grow and get better.
Is that an example of where defense can lead to offense, or is that something you're still searching for?
We wanted to. We certainly wanted to. We want to be aggressive defensively so we can turn our defense into offense. But, most importantly, particularly tonight with a team who runs really good offense, we got to be disciplined.
You talked before the last game about trying to get three-point shots out of paint touches. Did you see a fair amount of that?
We got better as the game went on. First part of the game, we didn't do a good enough job with that. We took too many jump shots without a paint touch. And then as the game went on, particularly the end of the first half and through the second half, we were more intentional by getting into the paint and got some good results after that.
Is that where ball movement is a big key?
I think ball movement, but body movement too. We want to be great cutters. Spacing's a critical part of that as well. So all of that stuff ties together.
We'll have more when we continue on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
The best outcomes for treating cancer come from early detection and early diagnosis.
The James Cancer Diagnostic Center at Ohio State
is designed to provide rapid evaluation and a clear diagnosis.
We are transforming care by giving patients direct access
to cancer experts who study and treat cancer every day.
If you think you have cancer, the choice is clear.
Choose the James Cancer Diagnostic Center.
Cheers to a great day and this ice-cold Corona.
You know what would make this day even better? My grandma's carne asada.
Or your grandma here with us, making carne asada.
She does love a cold Corona.
Throw in some dancing.
Oh, we can watch the game.
I'll drink to that.
So a backyard concert with football, food, dancing, and Corona?
And your grandma.
Or we could keep it simple.
Simple is good. Want a Corona?
Thanks. Salud to the perfect day.
Corona, la vida más fina. Get your Corona at ordercorona.com. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Now back to the Toyota Buckeye pregame show on the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
Ohio State at home with Campbell tonight. We certainly saw quite a performance out of Devin Royal. Jake, is that part of what you talked about with him getting more physical?
Yeah, he had just played a really mature game. I felt like he didn't necessarily wait to see what the defense did. He forced action. He made the defense respond to him instead of vice versa, and I thought that was really good. It's what good players do. So he took the conversation he and I had, a couple days prior to post Texas A&M game, and went out and executed really well and did really what he's capable of. I don't think by any means it was a surprise to us. He's certainly capable of having games like that.
Was it his rebounding that kind of sparked some of that?
That's a big part of it. He's always been a pretty consistently good rebounder, even going back, into his high school days. So his physicality, he's got great instincts. He's got good athleticism, length. All of those things are a part of why he was so good on the glass. And his motor, he didn't give up on possessions. He finished possessions all the way through.
When we saw Evan Mahaffey all over the floor the other night, is that part of what he brings?
Absolutely. He's got to continue to do that, and even more. I think his versatility, his activity, and aggressiveness on both sides of the ball is going to be important for us.
What is it that Campbell brings tonight that concerns you?
Experience. I think experience, toughness. Coach has done a good job there over the years, and they run a more unique offense with all their cutting and elbow catches, and then they're an aggressive defensive team, pressing, trapping. So they're a good team. They're a good team. We got to be ready to have some of our best stuff tonight.
Sounds good. Thanks as always, Jake. All the best tonight.
All right, thanks. Go Bucks.
All right, that's Ohio State head coach Jake Diebler, and our pregame comments, as always, are brought to you by Kroger. Kroger Pickup, the easy way to get what you want right when you need it. Try Kroger Pickup today in the Kroger app or at Kroger.com. The Toyota Buckeye pregame show has been brought to you statewide by State Farm on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
And brought to you locally by your Central Ohio Toyota dealers on your home of the Buckeyes. Live and local weekday mornings beginning at 6 with Morning Juice on the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Toyotathon is on, the perfect time to shop for a new SUV with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else. like the family-size Highlander and the bigger, more powerful Grand Highlander. Now through December 2nd, get any new Highlander or Grand Highlander with 5.99 APR financing up to 72 months, including hybrid models, with $1,657 per thousand borrowed. Subject to approved credit through TFS. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Hear every Buckeye game every year. The Fan. From Learfield, it's time for Ohio State basketball with Paul Keels and Ron Stokes. Buckeye basketball is brought to you statewide by the American Dairy Association Mideast, State Farm, and by AEP Energy on the Ohio State Sports Network. Presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics. And brought to you locally by your Central Ohio Toyota dealers on your home of the Buckeyes. Live and local weekday mornings beginning at 6 with Morning Juice on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Buckeye fans celebrate all kinds of game day traditions. The most delicious ones begin at Giant Eagle and Market District, where you can always enjoy the perks of game day. Get ready for kickoff with fresh and prepared foods from Giant Eagle and Market District, or fuel up and grab snacks and drinks on your way to watch the game. You'll earn perks and save no matter where you stop. Giant Eagle, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The future of recycling is now at Rumpke Waste and Recycling. The recycling leader has opened North America's largest, most technologically advanced recycling center right here in Central Ohio. This one-of-a-kind facility features interactive displays, educational opportunities, and the ability to process over 60 tons of recycled material per hour. Rumpke is committed to recycling and sustainability efforts, and for more than 90 years, Rumpke has worked to make sure the items you place in your recycling bin get used again. Visit Rumpke.com to learn how you can team with Rumpke to put less trash in our landfills and more of it to good use.
For more than 35 years, Hyde Park Prime Steakhouse has been known by Buckeye Nation as serving the best steaks in the city. Our thick-cut, aged steaks have been a staple in Columbus with 3 locations, in Upper Arlington, Dublin, and downtown. Hyde Park is proud to introduce our newly added wine room at the downtown Columbus location, where a new elegance in dining will surround you. And coupled with live entertainment every weekend, Hyde Park will be the perfect setting for any occasion or the perfect night out. Hyde Park is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Go Bucks!
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The foundation is operating a 50-50 raffle at each Ohio State home basketball game this season, with proceeds benefiting basketball student athletes and local charities. For more information on how you can participate, visit the Foundation social media channels.
Or they can call me.
If your phone's on. Our broadcast position is sponsored by Union Home Mortgage, and it always is, the official home lending sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Learn about their 1% down payment program at UHM.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229. And tonight, 3-1 Ohio State hosting Campbell University. The Fighting Camels out of the state of North Carolina are 3-2. Time for tonight's Elk and Elk injury report. One of the absences Ohio State will have tonight is as a result of an injury in Tuesday's game, and that is Sean Stewart will not play tonight. The other involves Aaron Bradshaw. In the statement released by the university, he is currently not participating in team activities. The university is following its established process due to federal privacy laws. We cannot share further information at this time. Also, Quest Glover will not play tonight as he continues to deal with an ankle injury. Our injury report brought to you by Elk and Elk, serious fans for Ohio State Athletics. Call 1-800-ELK-OHIO.
Yeah, as a result of the game at Texas A&M, he tweaked his leg or his ankle when he was coming down after a shot attempt. But minus 3 guys, 1 in the backcourt, 2 in the front line. But this is a deep Ohio State team. We said from day one that could be one of their strengths. So clearly that's going to be something they're going to need tonight.
And certainly they're going to need guys like Devin Royal and Evan Mahaffey, who will be in the starting lineup to continue to produce the way they did Tuesday against Evansville.
Well, anytime you play against a team that has a scheme like Princeton-style offense, The question is who's going to be beaten backdoor the first time, and hopefully not often. But it's a concern. But because if you have that deadly combination of players that can make shots on the perimeter, then they're great cutters. As a defender, you got to deal with both of those, and all it takes is one slip up, and one or two things can happen, and it's not good for you. They're knocking down a three because they're wide open, or getting an easy layup going backdoor.
Well, and certainly Ohio State coming off an outstanding defensive performance. They are now number 1 in the nation in field goal defense at 295. But this team they're playing tonight, Campbell, they are number 4 in the nation through their first 4 games of the year at the foul line, shooting better than 84%.
Well, they got some guys with some pretty impressive numbers, Paul. When you look at Caleb Zerlini, I mean, he's only missed 2 field goals for the season. He's 11 of 13 and only missed 1 free throw and 1 3. So you're talking about a guy that's been very, very efficient. And Gudmundsson, I mean, he's 71% from the floor and 4 of 8 from long range, and he's perfect for the free throw line. So you got 2 guys who clearly have helped in that statistical category.
And the Buckeyes are going to need to take care of the ball. The Camels force over 17 turnovers again.
Always a concern, especially how Ohio State's been loose with giving it away. So Jake Diebler has definitely emphasized that in practice. Hopefully it transitions out on the real court.
This is only the second time that these two schools have played. They met back in 2014 when Ohio State posted a 91-64 win over Campbell. 5 players in double figures, led by, we only knew him for a brief time, D'Angelo Russell.
Pretty good.
He was pretty good, and he's still playing pretty good basketball. It's Ohio State at home with Campbell University. Starting lineups and the opening tip coming up next. This is Buckeye basketball from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
Huntington is banking that just clicks. Like asterisk-free checking, an account that's filled with features, but no monthly maintenance fee, no matter what. Because it's your money, right? So we think you should keep it. It's just one more way we're looking out for people every day. Is your bank looking out for you? Maybe it's time to switch. Visit your neighborhood Huntington branch or make the switch at huntington.com/yourmoney.
Always your home for Buckeye basketball.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Your flagship station for Ohio State athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The starting lineups for tonight's game are brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast. A reminder from Ohio's dairy farmers that 8 ounces of delicious chocolate milk has 8 grams of high-quality protein with the power to fuel everyone from elite athletes to weekend warriors. The starting lineup for the Campbell University Fighting Campbells of head coach Kevin McGeehan, who's in his 12th year as a head coach at Campbell. Their starting 5, Jason Sinani, a 6'3 senior from Oak Creek, Wisconsin, and a transfer from Milwaukee, 11.6 points, 5.2 rebounds, coming off a 24-point game. Taryn Frank, a 6'8 graduate student from Los Angeles. This is his 4th college that he's played at, 9.2 points, 3.8 rebounds. Nolan Dorsey, a 6'5 graduate student from Knightdale, North Carolina, at his 3rd college, 8.8 points, 4.2 rebounds. Cam Gregory, a 6'5 junior from Accokeek, Maryland. He's at only his 2nd college, averaging 7.4 a game. And Caleb Zerlini at his 3rd college, a 6'8 graduate student from Aviston, Illinois, averaging 7.4 a game. So again, for Campbell University, Jason Sinani, Taryn Frank, Nolan Dorsey, Cam Gregory, and Caleb Zerlini. The starting lineup for the Ohio State Buckeyes of head coach Jake Diebler, who is 11-4 as Ohio State's head coach. Bruce Thornton, 6'2 junior from Fairburn, Georgia, 13.8 points, 3 rebounds, and 20 total assists. Michi Johnson, 6'2 senior from Garfield Heights, Ohio, averages 9 points a game. Micah Parrish, 6'6 senior from Detroit, who's in his third college, averages 9.3 and 3.8 rebounds. Making his first ever collegiate start tonight will be Devin Royal, 6'6 sophomore from Pickerington Central, coming off a career-high 20 points and a career-high 12 rebounds Tuesday. He's averaging 10.5 and 7.5 rebounds. And making his 35th start, all of them coming at Ohio State, but his first this year, Evan Mahaffey, 6'6 junior from Cincinnati, averages 2.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, coming off a 3.7 rebound, 2 steal, 1 block shot game on Tuesday. So again, for Ohio State, they're starting 5: Bruce Thornton, Devin Royal, Michi Johnson, Micah Parrish, and Evan Mahaffey. Evan Mahaffey. We mentioned this is just the second time that Ohio State and Campbell University have played. Ohio State all-time 15-1 against teams from the Colonial Athletic Association. This is Campbell's only second year in that league. The one loss that Ohio State had was in 1985 to Northeastern University.
Unfortunately, I was part of that loss.
At the Meadowlands.
Yes. They had a pretty good guy on that team.
Was that Reggie Lewis?
Reggie Lewis, God bless him. Lost him. He was lost to an issue with his heart, but and Calhoun was the coach.
I was just going to ask you if that's who
he
the
was
coach
the coach.
was.
So they had a Hall of Fame coach and an NBA incredible player, and a big reason why we lost it. You know what was really crazy about that? We had just beaten Indiana at Indiana, first win ever for an Ohio State team.
And at Assembly Hall?
At Assembly Hall. So thought we were playing pretty good and went in there thinking we were going to just walk all over them, and that didn't happen.
Well, the Colonial Athletic Association is one of those that have had, like so many other of those mid-major conferences, so many changes because of all of the adjustments. Campbell at one time has been in the Atlantic Sun. They were in the Southern Conference, and that's where we've seen a lot of this shifting going on at that level. But,
you know, one thing, if I could ask my coach, is like, why are we playing that team in the middle of the Big Ten on the road?
You know, back in the day, in the 80s, that was not uncommon. And if I remember right, I think that was a doubleheader, a neutral site doubleheader.
Play it in Columbus?
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. But
long time ago.
No, it was not uncommon to see non-conference games, and a lot of those were, of course, TV-oriented.
When I saw that in the notes, I kind of looked over that stat real quick about that one loss.
You didn't bother to go back and look at the box score?
I didn't even want to look at it.
Well, this is where it's kind of coming fast and furious for Ohio State. They also will have another non-conference home game coming up right on Monday, where they will host the Phoenix from Wisconsin, Green Bay. And a week from today in the afternoon, Ohio State will be playing at home against Pittsburgh. That'll be the day before the Ohio State-Michigan football game. I don't know if you've heard there's a pretty big football game going on here tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to watching that and listening to you and Jim Lachey call the game. That should be fun. I'm looking for a win.
Ohio State and undefeated Indiana.
Who would have – Paul, seriously, did you ever think in your wildest dream when you were looking at the schedule that this could be two undefeated teams?
No.
Indiana
being undefeated.
Indiana being undefeated playing against Ohio State.
No, not at all.
Should be fun. It's great for the Big Ten.
It is. Campbell University in their traveling black uniforms with white and orange trim. Ohio State in their home whites with scarlet and gray trim. And as you probably have heard, and in case you haven't, the Buckeyes tonight without Sean Stewart because of concerns following the injury on Tuesday, and without Aaron Bradshaw for undisclosed reasons based on university policy. Evan Mahaffey, who started 34 games for the Buckeyes last year in his first year at Ohio State after transferring from Penn State, will be in the center circle, and he'll be jumping up against Caleb Zerlini. So that's 6'8" against 6'6", as these two teams get ready to tip it off here at the Value City Arena. The folks that have decided to attend have settled their keisters into their seats. The officiating crew has got everybody positioned on the floor, and we're all ready to go. Zerlini and Mahaffey in the center circle to get tonight's game started. Ball put in the air, tap controlled by Zerlini, behind him to Sinani, and it'll be Jason Siani starting the offense, gets it to Zerlini on the right point. Now it comes now to Gregory below center circle, bounces right to the foul line for Taryn Frank. Frank back to Gregory, working at the right point. Gregory dribbling against Michi Johnson, bounces to Frank in the right corner, 12 on the shot clock. Frank drives the lane, shoots from the foul line. Frank up and in.
Yeah, Frank has the ability to create space with the nice fadeaways we just saw there.
2-0. Campbell with a lead. Ohio State left to right with their first possession. Going up against, for now, a man-to-man defense. Bruce Thornton at center circle. Thornton will dribble and drive the right side of the lane. Stop on the right point. Look to feed the ball. Flips it out on the right point. Michi Johnson is guarded by Gregory. Shot clock at 13 as Johnson will come top of the key. Now pick up his dribble. Throw in the lane for Devin Royal. Batted out of bounds by Frank. The Buckeyes will keep it with 8 seconds on the shot clock.
I would have preferred that Michi Johnson comes off. He had great spacing. He's the type of player he should have pulled up and taken that three-point shot.
Bruce Thornton will be inbounding it from left to the backboard with 8 seconds on the shot clock, and the Buckeyes trailing by a score of 2-0. Thornton with the ball in his hands, throws it in play. Parrish, left corner, fakes a jumper. 6 on the shot clock. Micah Parrish to the left point. Goes to Johnson. High on the right. He has to throw a desperation deep three that rattles in and out. Rebound is grabbed by Frank for Campbell. 2-0. Campbell's with the lead, and then nearly stolen in the backcourt as Devin Royals on the floor, ripping the ball away, and it gets it to Mahaffey. Now to Johnson on the right point for Ohio State, who trails 2-0. Johnson drives the right baseline, throws in the left corner. Parrish fakes a three, dribbles, drives into the lane from the left, stops, shoots it low on the left. Ball partially blocked, and it goes out of bounds. No, it's kept in play. Parrish with it from low on the left, forces a shot up and in.
Advantage Ohio State. Michael Parrish did not give up on a play. Everyone stopped except him, thinking it was going to be called out of bounds.
Yeah, 2-2 the score. Buckeyes and the Fighting Campbells of Campbell University. Taryn Frank has it left to the foul line for Campbell. Goes to Gregory on the right point. He'll dribble top of the key, step down the left side of the lane. Running shot low on the left is up and in for Cam Gregory.
Jumped off the wrong foot there, kind of caught the Buckeyes off guard.
Wrong foot, right result. 4-2. Campbell with the lead. Ohio State with the ball. Thornton top of the key. Drives the left lane line. Gets under the backboard. Thornton has it poked away, but he saves it on the right block, where he's covered by Zerlini. Bruce Thornton working on the right wing. Backs down into the mid-post right side. Goes to the paint. Fakes, leans. Throws it top of the key. Parrish. 10 of the shot clock. 3 in the air. Top of the key. Parrish got it.
And shot that with a lot of confidence. Great elevation. Held that follow-through.
5 points. Micah Parrish to give Ohio State a 5-4 lead. 17-48. On the first half scoreboard, Zerlini for Campbell gets the ball to Frank. Dribbling below center circle. Taryn Frank. Throws it now. Sinani working on the right wing, dribbles into the lane, shoots low on the left and misses. Jason Sinani, rebound comes off to Parrish, Ohio State, who leads at 5-4. Parrish up the left side, working on Frank on the left wing. 17:29 on the clock, first half. Now Evan Mahaffey in the left corner with the ball. Brings it left point, top of the key to Parrish, who dribbles to the left point. Parrish will now get into the paint, working now. He's outside of the lane, working left side. Parrish still dribbling, turns, fakes, leans, fakes again, shoots low on the left. Parrish scores it.
Yeah, the thing that Parrish has to his advantage, under control, takes his time, doesn't rush things.
And he's got all 7 of Ohio State's points. 7-4, Buckeyes on top. Campbell with the basketball. Taryn Frank working left to the foul line. Dribbles left wing, leaves it left point. Gregory, who stops and shoots from the foul line. No good. Long rebound to Royal, Ohio State. 7-4 Buckeyes, under 17 to play in the half. Thornton top of the key, double teamed. Thornton will now drive the left side of the lane, back off to the foul line. Thornton now gives it on the left point to Micah Parrish, who scored all of Ohio State's points. Parrish working at center circle. Double team, throws it fouling Devin Royal. Down the lane, jump stop, shoots low on the right. No good, but it's tipped up and in by Mahaffey from left of the rim. First 2 for Mahaffey, 9-4 Ohio State. The first non-Parrish basket for the Buckeyes. 16.5 to play. Sinani driving the right side of the lane for Campbell. Stops, bounces in the paint for Zerlini. He loses, but Frank saves it down on the left block. Taryn Frank into the lane, throws right corner where a 3 is put up, and that one is good for Dorsey. Nolan Dorsey. First touch he had, and he scores a 3-point basket in the right corner.
He didn't have it very long when he let it go either.
No, he did not. 9-7 Ohio State, 4 minutes into the first half. Devin Royal, top of the key, guarded by Taryn Frank, leaves it now for Thornton, who dribbles right to the foul line, stops, pitches at right point Mahaffey. He'll drive to the foul line, spin down the lane, go to shoot from low on the right, no good. Tips his miss up and in from right of the rim, Mahaffey.
And being a quick jumper there, was able to go up, come down, and go right back up again.
4 points, Evan Mahaffey, and it's an 11-7 Ohio State lead. Dorsey for Campbell, gets the ball below center circle. Gregory swings it now where Sinani has it. Gets it top of the key to Frank. Frank will dribble left point, leave it now where Sinani has it. Sinani kills his dribble, goes back to Frank, who walks the top of the circle. Down the right side of the lane, Taryn Frank stops on the right block, shoots over Royal and scores.
Frank got great position, really didn't have much to do there if you're Devin Royal.
4 points, Taryn Frank, and it's 11-9 Ohio State, leading Campbell with 15-17 on the first half clock. Bruce Thornton starts it on the left point for Ohio State, feeds the top of the key to Micah Parrish. Leaves it back to Thornton ahead of the circle. He'll dribble out to the right point. Thornton stop, top of the key to Parrish, fakes a 3. Parrish dribbles to the foul line, goes down to paint using an arm, bounces underneath Mahaffey, loses, saves the ball with 7 on the shot clock. Left point now, it goes for Michi Johnson, run into in the lane, saves it, gets it right point Thornton. Fakes, dribbles, shoots a three right at the key. Thornton, no good off the front iron, and the rebound to Gregory for Campbell. Outlet quickly goes to Sinani down the right side of the lane. Sinani working on the right block on Michi Johnson. Leans in the paint, shoots low on the left, and Johnson fouls him. First on Michi Johnson, and we'll get a timeout with 14:45 to play in the half. It's 11-9, Ohio State ahead of Campbell. This is Buckeye basketball from Learfield.
AEP Energy wants to know if you're ready to say goodbye to higher rates and hello to savings. Get your energy costs under control by locking in a fixed rate for your electricity supply. You'll lower your bills and get price protection from rising rates. Take control and lock in a low fixed rate. Visit aepenergy.com/OSU to get started. AEP Energy, the official electricity and natural gas sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. AEP Energy is a competitive retail electrical and natural gas service provider and affiliate of Ohio Power Company, AEP Ohio. AEP Energy is not soliciting on behalf of and is not an agent of AEP Ohio.
Get ready, Buckeye fans. Donato's just added something special to the pizza playbook. Introducing Donato's new Block O pizza. Donato's golden thin crust cut in that trademark Block O shape, loaded with crispy pepperoni, smoked provolone cheese, and Buckeye Spirit. It's the perfect pizza for game day or any day in Buckeye country. Now get a Block O pizza for just $10 with any pizza purchase. Order today with the Donato's app or at donatos.com.
Every game, every season, Buckeye Nation comes together to support Ohio State basketball. The Buckeyes make their fans proud by giving it their all on the court. Their hard work, determination, and resilience embody what our state is all about. Every client, every day, Elk & Elk works tirelessly to support the great people of Ohio. A consistent winner in the courtroom, we get injury victims the compensation they deserve. Call 1-800-ELK-OHIO. Elk & Elk, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Always and forever your home of the Buckeyes. Home of the Buckeyes. The Fan. This is the Ohio State Sports Network. Presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center. The team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Roosters wants to congratulate the 12 lucky prize winners in this year's Roosters Buckeye giveaway and say thank you to all the loyal Buckeye fans who helped make Roosters a fun casual joint. Be sure to visit @RoostersWings on Facebook or Instagram for the list of prize winners. 14:45 to play first half here in Columbus. Ohio State has an 11-9 lead over Campbell University.
Well, you made a comment, Paul. Buckeyes came into this game leading the country in field goal defense. They're not going to stay up there long. When you look at what Campbell has done so far, they are 4 of 6 from the field, 67%. They've made their only 3. And they'll come out of this media timeout shooting a couple of free throws.
This while Ohio State is 5 for 10 shooting and 1 for 3 from three-point range. Campbell had a game earlier this year where they went 11 for 11 at the foul line. They are pretty good at the charity stripe.
Yeah, they are. And, again, you got to give Coach McGeehan a lot of credit. I know he's come over. He took over the job after the last coach left, but he brought in some guys that fit his style of play, Paul, and they get after it.
Jason Sinani at the free throw line bags his first one. He's an 84% free throw shooter. Meanwhile, Eric Vanderheiden, a 6'9 senior from Raleigh, North Carolina, has checked in for the Fighting Camels. They're also going to send Tassos Cook to the score table, a young man from right here in Columbus, as Sinani knocks down his second free throw to make the score 11-11.
I didn't know Campbell's fault.
It would not be a pretty sight, probably.
Fighting Campbell.
Yeah, and they're putting full court pressure on. Is handling the ball is Evan Mahaffey, right side of the backcourt, gives it up on the left side for Thorne, back to Mahaffey, cross the line on the right side. Evan Mahaffey, right corner to Parrish, who fakes the 3 over Gregory. Parrish will now dribble, drive the right baseline, walk into a double team, shoot a fadeaway right corner, no good, and the Campbell rebound is snared by Gudmundsson, who's into the basketball game. Penn State transfer runs into another Penn State transfer, and it's a charging foul on Bragi Gudmundsson as he ran into Evan Mahaffey.
Yeah, Evan Mahaffey just really timed it up, saw what was going on. Bang, bang play. Could have gone either way, but Evan Mahaffey got the benefit of the call.
And the Buckeyes get benefit of the possession of the ball with the game tied at 11. So Tassos Cook, a 6'2 senior who played his high school ball at Westerville Central, is in the game guarding Bruce Thornton, who receives the inbound pass. 11-11 the score, 14:21 to play. Here in the first half, Thornton gives it Mahaffey high on the left sideline, leaves it left point now for John Mobley, who's in center circle to Thornton. Thornton guarded by Cook, drives him down the right side of the lane, stops, gets it now Mobley between the circles, long 3, got it.
Just flawless.
Key being long.
Flawless form.
Freshman John Mobley makes it 14-11. Ohio State. Under 14 to play in the half. Basketball, Vander Heiden gives it over now to Gregory. Driving the right baseline, back to Vander Heiden, right point, top of the key, where a quick three is put up, and that one is missed. Couldn't catch who it was. Cook gets the rebound. It was Goodmanson, I believe, who took it.
Dugan took it.
Dugan, okay, who's in, and Dugan handles it on the right point. Basketball handled by Colby Dugan, working in the right wing. He stops, bounces in the lane, where it's stolen by Bruce Thornton. Pushes it up the middle of the floor. Thornton to the hoop from low on the right. Layup blocked, and that was a block by Dugan, and it comes off to Cook for Campbell. Gives the ball now. Goodmanson driving and leaves it in right of the rim.
That could have been goaltending on that block on Bruce Thornton shot attempt.
That's what I thought too, but doesn't go that way. Nope. Bragi Goodmanson gets his first two, and it's 14-3 Ohio State with 13:15 to play in the half. Thornton dribbling down the right side of the lane. Stops right wing, top of the key now for Austin Parks, who's in. Leaves it Mobley, head of the circle. Slips down the lane, scoops it up and in. Mobley on the drive gets the 2-point bucket to fall. He's got 5, and it's 16-13. Ohio State leading with 12:58 left in the half. Tassos Cook for Campbell. Throws the ball high on the right sideline where it goes to Gregory. Now to come over now where it's handled by Vander Heiden. Gives it Goodmanson. Long three, no good. Right point Goodmanson. Rebound off to Parrish for Ohio State. 16-13 Buckeyes as Thornton handles it high on the left side of the forecourt. 12:39 left to the half. High on the right, it comes now to Micah Parrish. Top of the key for Austin Parks. Parks guarded by Vander Heiden to Mobley. Right point, quick three. Got it again.
Yeah, great step back to clear space. And we can hear it. It's not touching the rim, folks.
Nope. John Mobley quickly has given the Buckeyes 8 points off the bench. 19-13, Ohio State on top. 12-19 left in the half. Cook for Campbell, gets the ball. Goodmanson top of the key. Rounded to come down on the right block where Vander Heiden has it. He'll throw it out to Cook on the right point. Cook behind a screen, goes to the right wing. Tassos Cook guarded by Austin Parks. 9 on the shot clock, and he palms his dribble, turning it over.
It doesn't get called often, but that was blatant. That was right in front of the official. Had to call that one.
Sure did. So the ball goes back to Ohio State, who will send Michi Johnson and Devin Royal back into the game, replacing Mahaffey and also replacing Parrish.
Mobley's hit a three in every single game, including this one. He is pretty good from beyond the arc.
Came into the game shooting 57% from behind the three-point stripe. John Mobley, freshman out of Reynoldsburg. 19-13, Ohio State leading and with the ball. 12 minutes left in the half. Bruce Thornton will give it up to Mobley on the right point. Back to Thornton below center circle where he's guarded by Cook. Thornton will now slide to the left point. Thornton stops, looks, gives it up foul line. Austin Parks, sophomore Parks, dribbles, spins down the lane. Parks turns, leans, shoots middle of the paint. No good, but he is fouled. And it's Vander Heiden with a foul, his first, and it'll put Austin Parks at the line, and it'll put us into a position to take a timeout. 11:47 to play in the half. 19-13, Ohio State ahead of Campbell. This is Buckeye basketball from Learfield.
Ready?
It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right. Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles. From biking to bench presses, Milk's protein helps you build lean muscle and gain more from your workouts.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Cheers to a great day and this ice-cold Corona.
You know what would make this day even better? My grandma's carne asada.
Or your grandma here with us, making carne asada.
She does love a cold Corona.
Throw in some dancing.
Oh, we can watch the game.
I'll drink to that.
So a backyard concert with football, food, dancing, and Corona?
And your grandma.
Or we could keep it simple.
Simple is good. Want a Corona?
Thanks. Salud to the perfect day.
Corona, la vida más fina. Get your Corona at ordercorona.com. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Import, Chicago, Illinois.
Hi, this is Paul Keels. This Buckeye season, don't let a broken windshield ruin your game plan. Safelite Auto Glass makes it easy to get your windshield fixed with their mobile glass shops all over Central Ohio. They can come to you anywhere, giving Buckeye fans more time for game time. OH? Man, I love that. Schedule at Safelite.com. Safelite Auto Glass is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace. The Fan. Ohio sports destination. You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network. Presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Everyday style is easy with favorite looks for every day, from harvest and home games to date nights and catching flights. Find price right picks for any and every occasion. Shop Kohl's and Kohl's.com today. 11:47 to play first half. Ohio State leading Campbell University 19-13.
Well, clearly when certain guys do certain things, it elevates Ohio State to yet another level. Coming into this season, I didn't necessarily expect Micah Parrish to be that guy beyond the arc or being a really big-time scorer. I knew what his skill sets were. You know, he's a quality player, team guy, defensive-minded, can do multiple things. But anytime he can be effective from the field, and especially from beyond the arc, it clearly helps Ohio State to go up another notch. Now, obviously, when you have freshmen contributing like we've seen so far in this early part of the season from the likes of John Mobley Jr., boy, if you're Jake Diebler, you got to be really excited about what could potentially happen with that young man.
Absolutely. Has come off the bench and has given Ohio State 8 points, going 3 for 3 for shooting, 2 for 2 from three-point range.
That is legit right there. I mean, he can put that ball in the basket.
Well, this was an Ohio State team that off the bench outscored Evansville Tuesday 47-33, a lot because of Mobley, mostly because of Devin Royal. Well, going to the free throw line for the first time this year is 6'10" center Austin Parks from St. Mary's Memorial. He was 1 for 2 all of last year at the free throw line, and he's going to be needed tonight. First free throw, good. Did not play and was not available to play at Texas A&M, but did not play against Evansville. He's going to be needed because of the absence of Sean Stewart and Aaron Bradshaw tonight. Second free throw up and no good as it bounces around. Started to go down, but the ball belongs now to Campbell University. 20-13. Ohio State on top. Campbell with the basketball. And handling it is Dorsey on the right wing. Bounces now Taryn Frank, who's back in. Gives it back over to Nolan Dorsey. Returns it to Frank, but it goes wide of him and out of bounds on the right side of the lane. Turnover.
Yeah, pick and roll. They rolled, but the ball was not delivered.
They didn't have the jelly and the butter on the roll, so they didn't get to keep it. 20-13. Ohio State the lead in dealing with some backcourt pressure with 11.5 to play in the half. John Mobley, freshman out of Reynoldsburg, will bring it across the line on the left side where he's guarded by Tassos Cook. Leaves it center circle, Bruce Thornton. Thornton now dribbles top of the key to Parks, back to Thornton, working right to the perimeter. He'll gun it over on the left point, Michi Johnson, and he traveled. Tried to get past Sinani, and Michi Johnson walked.
Anytime an official calls that type of a situation when he has a player, next thing, just get a little lower. Officials don't typically call it when you're lower your body.
All right, Cam Gregory in for Campbell, who has the basketball. But Ohio State has the lead of 20-13 with 11:07 to play in the half. Frank with it right to the foul line. Goes over now to Dorsey and drives down the lane. Dorsey gives it up now to Frank down on the right block. Frank turns, shoots a fadeaway, right corner. No, it falls down for Taryn Frank. Started to go out.
He's got that touch. As I said, that fadeaway is pretty solid.
20-15, Ohio State on top of Campbell University. 10:48 left to the half. Thornton up the left side, Ohio State, where he's double teamed. Gives the top of the key to Austin Parks. Parks it over once, handed off Mobley. Top of the key comes Mobley. Returns on the left side, but he threw it over everybody and out of bounds.
And Coach Diebler is not happy with somebody. I think he's venting it towards, I think, the big fella there, Austin Parks. I think he was supposed to roll to the basket and give the player coming off the screen another option. In this case, it was John Mobley Jr.
Parks out, Mahaffey in, Ohio State 20-15. Buckeyes on top, Campbell with the basketball. 10.5 left in the half. Ball goes to Frank, right to the foul line for the Campbells. Frank gives it up now, working with it is Dorsey in the right wing. Dorsey brings it to the right point, returns it Frank down on the right block. Frank on Royal, steps back into the right corner, bounces in the right point. We're handling the ball as Dorsey puts up a shot that he knocks in.
Good looking shot.
Excuse me, it was Zerlini who knocked it down.
Yeah, he's at 6'8", great elevation there for the big.
First two for Caleb Zerlini, and it's 20-17 Ohio State. 10:05 to play first half. Mahaffey, right point Buckeye, starts the offense, picks up his dribble against Zerlini, leaves it center circle Mobley. He'll dribble high on the left, Mobley. Toss it between the circles, Mahaffey. 10 on the shot clock. Mahaffey, foul line, down the lane, stops, bounces left point, Thornton taken away. Sinani with it. He then loses the ball. Mobley up with it for Ohio State to the foul line. Lobs it Royal, who misses a layup from right to the rim, but Royal was fouled.
Down low. That's what led to the miss. Zerlini is the culprit.
No, they call it on Taryn Frank.
Oh, okay. He's going to get two. I think Devin Rose in the act of shooting.
I believe he was. So he'll go to the line. Coming off an outstanding game, we mentioned a career-high 20 points as well as a career-high 12 rebounds. He was 6 for 8 from the foul line Tuesday against Evansville. First free throw for Devin Royal. Knocks it down for his first point tonight.
You know, good players want to be coached, and I know he was challenged by Jake Diebler about being more aggressive, and clearly we saw that in the last ball game against Evansville. Paul, you just mentioned about his improved numbers.
Second free throw, Devin Royal up, no good, and the rebound comes down to Nolan Dorsey for Campbell. 21-17, Ohio State on top. Campbell with the ball, 9:38 to play in the half. Sinani will get the ball below center circle, where Frank will pitch it over on the right point. Handling it is Gregory. Throws in the right corner, but is poked away by Mobley and out of bounds, trying to deny Frank the recipient, and the Camels keep it up front. You said you didn't know camels could fight. Have you ever seen a camel in real life?
Yes, I rolled one.
Oh. 12 on the shot clock for the Camels. The inbound will go to Sinani. Across the line at center circle. Brings it left to the foul line. Drives the left side lane. Sinani shot blocked by Devin Royal, who comes up with the loose ball. Outlets it to Thornton. Pushes left point Mobley. Left corner Johnson. Snaps off a three. Bullseye.
That's great teamwork. Yeah. John Mobley Jr. was open, but the extra pass to the next guy that was more open.
Michi Johnson, his first three of the game. 24-17, Ohio State the lead. Campbell with the basketball. 9:03 left in the half. Zerlini will get the ball over on the right corner, and a foul committed against Dorsey as he tried to drive the right baseline.
Michi Johnson with the hold?
Yes. His second personal foul.
Yeah, he's going to have to come out. And the tough thing about that, he just made his first shot. Now he's got to go to the bench because he picked up his second foul. May see him yet again here before the half is over.
Micah Parrish will replace him. Campbell will inbound the basketball. Gregory from right of the backboard with a new 20 of the shot clock. Inbounds on the right corner. It is Sinani who gets the ball now to Frank, working left to the foul line. Off to Gregory, pumps up a three left to the key. No good, Gregory. Rebound Royal, Ohio State. 24-17, Buckeyes on top and running up court. Thornton to the foul line. Down the lane, running shot in the paint. No good, Thornton. Rebound is snatched by Campbell's Nolan Dorsey. 24-17, Buckeyes on top. And Gregory stepped, I know he traveled on the right wing as he tried to drive it into the paint, but he traveled.
Let's see the call here.
So the Camels turn it over.
Okay, they call travel.
Yes. 24-17, Ohio State, the lead in the ball. Yeah, there's a picture of you riding a camel. Where was that at? Canton? 24-17, I guess not. 24-17, Ohio State with the lead of the ball. 8:26 left in the half. Thornton driving, but an offensive foul is called on Devin Royal, who set a screen to try and spring Bruce Thornton.
Now, you know how the teams are able to go overseas every 4 years, and we had a trip where we went over across the water. I don't know what country we were in at the time, but I rode a camel.
Oh, good for you. Better to ride one than smoke one. 8:23 to play, a filterless one as well. Campbell with the basketball, 24-17, Ohio State leading. Frank will get the ball on the right wing where it's handled by Zerlini. Zerlini drives down to the right block, posts up Mahaffey. He loses the ball right of the lane, gets it back. Zerlini posting up, turnaround jumper, right corner Zerlini, partially blocked by Mahaffey, and the loose ball to Parrish of Ohio State. 24-17 Buckeyes, 7:59 left in the half. Micah Parrish dribbling top of the key. Parrish still dribbling as he works on Zerlini. Stops his dribble high on the left, goes center circle, Devin Royal. Royal loses, but the ball saved on the right point, Evan Mahaffey, Ohio State. Mahaffey to center circle, pushes the top of the key, down the left side of the lane, Mahaffey. Passes left corner, Parrish, fakes the three. Dribbles down the left baseline, throws it left point, Mahaffey. 4 on the shot clock. Mahaffey gets the Thornton right point, snaps off a three, bullseye.
Yeah, a lot of patience on that possession. Guys giving up shots. Good vision there by Evan Mahaffey.
First 3 points of the game, Bruce Thornton. It's 27-17 Ohio State with 7:23 to play in the half. Campbell with the basketball. Zerlini will get it on the right point. Frank launches a standstill three that's off target. Thornton claims the long rebound. Buckeyes pushes it up the middle of the floor. Thornton dribbling top of the key. Steps back behind the three-point line. Straight on top. Now goes down the right side of the lane. Stops. Looks to give it up. Right point to Mobley. Mobley will slide to center circle. Take it back to the right point. Steps back. Shoots a three right at the key. No good, but he is fouled. John Mobley as Gregory got a piece of him. Cam Gregory's first, and a timeout occurs with 7 minutes exactly to play in the game. 27-17, Ohio State ahead of Campbell University. Campbell, not Camel. This is the Ohio State. This is Buckeye basketball from Learfield.
The Gridiron isn't the only place Buckeye fans watch points pile up. They score the perks of game day at Giant Eagle and Market District 2. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, everyday value from our family of brands, a fresh selection that thrills every foodie, fuel savings, and convenient favorites are all game day traditions. Earn perks and save on game day and every day at Giant Eagle and Market District. Giant Eagle, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
For more than 35 years, Hyde Park Prime Steakhouse has been known by Buckeye Nation as serving the best steaks in the city. Our thick-cut, aged steaks have been a staple in Columbus with 3 locations, in Upper Arlington, Dublin, and downtown. Hyde Park is proud to introduce our newly added wine room at the downtown Columbus location, where a new elegance in dining will surround you. And coupled with live entertainment every weekend, Hyde Park will be the perfect setting for any occasion or the perfect night out. Hyde Park is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Go Bucks!
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Your home for Ohio State Athletics, The Fan. This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Welcome back to our UHM broadcast position, sponsored by Union Home Mortgage, the official home lending sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Learn about their 1% down payment program at UHM.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229. 7 minutes exactly left in the first half here in Columbus, and Ohio State leading Campbell University 27-17.
Yeah, it's some really good ball movement here by Ohio State. When you look at this stat sheet, Paul, you got 6 of 6 on 10 made field goals. And you can tell that they're moving that basketball. They're sharing it, and that's a great thing to see.
They certainly are. The Buckeyes shooting 55% from the floor, 5 for 7 from three-point range, 2 for 4 from the foul line. Campbell shooting 46%, 1 for 5 from three-point range, and they made their only 2 free throw attempts. Now, during the timeout, Ohio State acknowledged some former Buckeye hoopsters out there: Matt Terwilliger, Matt Sylvester, Shannon Scott, and Sam Thompson.
Yep. All helped their teams to a bunch of wins.
Yep, some of them to Final Fours. Matt Terwilliger was part of that Final Four team that lost in the national championship game to Florida.
And Sam and Shannon was the one that lost to
Kansas
in the semifinals.
Back in New Orleans. Where Skip and I saw a rat running up on the roof at Pat O'Brien's. And it didn't seem to bother the help at that establishment in any shape or form. Free throw good, John Mobley. He's got 9 points.
Again, with John Mobley's skill set and his ability to shoot from long range, it puts more pressure on the defense, and that's why you'll see a number of times them running him over after they come out to contest any three-point shot attempt.
It is second of 3, so the freshman is in double figures already with 10.
That's an incredible weapon to have on your team, Paul.
It sure is. Third free throw. That one giggles in and out, and the rebound is claimed by Dorsey of Campbell. 29-17. Buckeyes on top of the Fighting Camels. Ball comes top of the key for Dugan. Gives it left to the foul line. Gudmundsson. Router to come now. Handling it high on the right. Couldn't see who that was. It was Gudmundsson who had it. Now driving down the left side of the lane is Gudmundsson. He's in trouble against Parks. Quick three in the air. Right point up. No good. Dugan. Rebound Austin Parks. Ohio State. 29-17. Buckeyes on top. Bruce Thornton will bring it ahead of the key for Ohio State. 6.5 to play. Drives the lane and he draws a foul. Colby Dugan commits it, his first.
Yeah, going back on the defensive set, that was an excellent wall up there by Austin Parks. He stood, went vertical, did not allow the offensive player to get him off his feet, and that's what you should do. If you're 6'10", you know there's only one place they're going. Great job defensively.
This would be a floor foul, so Ohio State's Thornton will re-enter it right to the backboard. Thornton looking to throw it in, gives it Mobley, right corner, fires a quick three. Mobley knocks it down.
That is a beautiful thing to watch.
Light fuse get away. He's on fire. 13 for John Mobley. 32-17. Ohio State with a lead. 6:16 to play in the half. Von Heiden gets it now. Has it left to the foul line. Vander Heiden Stops left of the line, leaves it where it's handled on the left wing, returned in the lane for Vanderheiden. He turns, leans, shoots from low and left over Parks, no good. Rebound Parrish. Ohio State leads at 32-17. Parrish to Thornton to Colin White, left corner who's in. The freshman Colin White loses his dribble in the left wing, but he reclaims it. Throws the ball at center circle where Mobley has it. Mobley guarded and guarded closely, dribbles to the left point, Mobley. Mobley works his way down the left side of the lane. Right corner to Parrish. Snaps off an open three. Parrish bullseye.
He's open because of all of the attention on number 0, John Mobley.
10 points, Micah Parrish. 35-17, Ohio State. Campbell wants a timeout. With 5:35 to play in the half as the Buckeyes are creating some significant separation, leading 35-17 with 5.5 to play in the half. Coors Light Mountain Cold Refreshment made to chill, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Celebrate responsibly.
Yeah, one of the biggest things of an adjustment for any freshman transitioning to the major D1 level, Paul, is the pace of the game and the game, allowing the game to slow down. When you see freshmen making plays like that in action, that tells you that they're making some significant strides. I mean, Mobley's penetrating, he's seeing the whole floor, and he's able to pick up where the defense is rotating to and find his teammate in the deep corner to the right for a wide open three.
Yeah, his teammate being Micah Parrish. Well, along with Mobley, both are in double figures. Parrish with 10, Mobley with 13. For Campbell, Taryn Frank returns to the lineup. He's out there with Jason Sinani. Also Colby Dugan. Nolan Dorsey, and the fifth is Bragi Gudmundsson. For Ohio State, it's Colin White, Evan Mahaffey, John Mobley, Bruce Thornton, and Micah Parrish.
Hard to take that kid off the floor. Perfect from the floor, 2 assists.
And 2 for 3 from the foul line. 35-17, Ohio State to lead. Campbell with the basketball. Dugan has it on the left point, top of the key to Frank. He's guarded by Mahaffey. He'll bring it out on the right point for Gudmundsson. One dribble, Gudmundsson back to go ahead to the key to Frank. Steps out to the right point. Leaves it Gudmundsson, who dribbles top of the circle on White. Gudmundsson foul line, and a foul committed by Colin White. His first.
Yep, 2 hands on the ball handler. That's going to lead to a foul call.
It sure is.
Got to move those feet.
He had some good minutes the other night against Evansville, Colin White did.
That's why I say, Paul, every minute for these freshmen, so priceless. They had opportunity to learn.
Campbell will re-enter the ball with a common foul. Frank gets the ball where it's handled over in the right corner, and then a foul committed by John Mobley as he was guarding Gudmundsson.
Hands on the dribbler. Instant foul call. Got to move the feet. Just said it.
That's the first foul on Mobley in the 5th and a half on Ohio State. Campbell will have Gudmundsson inbounding from right of the backboard with 20 on the shot clock. 35-17, Ohio State on top. Bragi Gudmundsson gets it to Frank in the right corner, but it's poked away and out of bounds by Mobley, so the Camels will re-enter it again.
That's good scouting, preparation. We knew what the read was on the play.
Bragi Gudmundsson from deeper in the right corner. A native of Iceland will throw the ball in play. Looks and he floats it out where it is caught by Sinani, dribbling top of the key. Jason Sinani spins to the foul line, goes down the lane, scoops and scores.
Sinani covered a lot of ground there with just a couple dribbles.
4 points for Jason Sinani. 35-19 Ohio State with 5 minutes left in the first half.
First score in just 5 minutes for Campbell.
Thornton, center circle Buckeyes, where he's guarded by Dorsey, dribbles it to the right point. Now gives it up top of the key. Mobley turns, rifles a three, got it. It's quite a display.
I see.
16 for John Mobley. 38-19 Ohio State with 4:40 to play in the half. Sinani Campbell gets it. Gudmundsson foul line down the lane, shoots low on the right, up, no good. White rebounds. Ohio State loses, but it's tracked down by Mahaffey for the Buckeyes, who lead at 38-19. Mahaffey down to the right block, gets into the lane, turns, shoots low on the right, scores. That's 6 for Evan Mahaffey, making his first start of the year tonight. 40-19 Ohio State with 4:17 to play in the first half. Having the ball is Gudmundsson, center circle, right point to Frank for Campbell. 18 in the shot clock. Taryn Frank will give it up now where it's handled by Colby Dugan, guarded by Colin White. Or it's Gudmundsson, drives, shoots from low on the right, and he scores and draws a foul. Basket will count.
Yeah, that's going to be on Evan Mahaffey, but I think he is not sure who he's upset with. I'm looking at Jake Diebler. It was a breakdown on the perimeter that led to that driving path.
So that'll put Gudmundsson at the free throw line after the made basket. 4 for Bragi Gudmundsson to change the score to 40-21. Favor Ohio State. This young man, both his parents played for the Iceland national basketball team during their hoop days. 5 for the made free throw for Bragi Gudmundsson. His dad was in the NBA for a little bit.
DNA.
40-22. Yes, Ohio State the lead in the ball. With under 4 to play in the half. Parrish will get it Thornton left corner. He'll pump up a 3. No go. He goes down. Bruce Thornton. Excuse me. I thought that was offline, and we'll get a timeout called by Jake Diebler. And Wilpaw's also with 3:49 to play. Bruce Thornton's three-pointer gives Ohio State a 43-22 lead over Campbell and Wilpaw's. This is Buckeye basketball from Learfield.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Hey, Buckeye fans, Union Home Mortgage's 1% down payment program is like kicking an extra point or scoring a 2-point conversion. You put 1% down, and Union Home Mortgage will kick in up to 2% on the house. Visit UHM.com or call 877-846-4968 today. Union Home Mortgage Corp is an equal housing opportunity lender. NMLS number 2229. UHM will contribute up to 2% down, no greater than $2,500 towards a 3% down payment. Home buyers responsible for the remainder of the down payment. This offer is available for the purchase of a primary residence only. For full terms and conditions, visit UHM.com.
Your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan. This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
3:49 to play first half here at the Value City Arena in Columbus. It's 43-22. Ohio State ahead of Campbell University. Stay tuned for the AEB Energy halftime show. Skip Mossick will check scores from other games and run down your first half stats, all coming up at the half.
Yeah, I just love watching and admiring excellence, and they just recognized the Ohio State men's soccer team, Big Ten champions.
Yeah, they beat Michigan last weekend, so they're in the NCAA tournament, as were the women's soccer team. But right now the men's basketball team off to a really good start, shooting better than 65% from the floor.
I mean, 9 of 11 from long range reminds me of what they did against Texas out in Vegas, Paul. So really good start here.
I'd say, especially thanks to what freshman John Mobley Jr. is doing.
4 of 4. The only person that's missed, Meechie Johnson's 1 of 2, which is not bad, and Bruce Thornton 2 of 3 from long range.
Mobley's 4 for 4 is from three-point range, 5 for 5 overall, and he's 2 for 3 from the foul line. Well, the Buckeyes have just hit Campbell with a lot of offense. 43-22, Ohio State the lead. Campbell with the basketball. Buckeyes putting some full-court pressure on. The inbound goes to Cam Gregory, who works up the right side of the backcourt against Meechie Johnson. Gregory gets the ball now to Sinani, who comes up to the left point with a dribble. Jason Sinani gives it back to Gregory, who goes all the way to the left corner, drives the left baseline. Gregory, shot low on the left, good. 4 for Gregory, who drove the baseline. He's got 4, and it's 43-24 Ohio State. With 3:27 to play until halftime here in Columbus. Meechie Johnson, Ohio State, bounces high on the right to Evan Mahaffey, where he's guarded by Dugan. Mahaffey looking around, pitches it high on the left to Johnson. The dribble, go left corner. Parrish jumps up a 3 ball, knocks it in.
Knocking it down. Like I said, like we were in Texas. In Vegas.
Against Texas.
Yep.
13 for Micah Parrish. 46-24 Ohio State. 3:04 to play. Loose ball right side of the forecourt for Campbell. Devin Royal on the floor scrapping forward. We get a jump ball signal. The possession arrow will favor the Buckeyes, and somebody for Campbell lost a handle over on the right side.
That's the second time that Devin Royal has been on the floor getting after it.
I think it was Gudmundsson who had the ball and lost a handle.
T.O. That is their 8th of the game.
Zerlini and Dorsey back into the Campbell lineup with 3:01 to play in the half. Buckeyes have the ball leading 46-24. Bruce Thornton, who's playing in his 75th game at Ohio State, brings it to center circle. Gives it up high on the left to Mahaffey. The dribble once, toss into the right point, Parrish. Parrish against Sinani. Dribbling high on the right. 14 of the shot clock, bounces Mahaffey, top of the key. Mahaffey stops after one dribble, head of the circle, leaves it right point Parrish. 8 on the shot clock to the foul line. Parrish, and he is fouled. As trailing him from behind and committing the foul was Sinani.
That's a 16 foul for the Camels.
John Mobley back to the scores table, replacing Michi Johnson.
Not surprised by that. I think if you're Jake Diebler, you bring back Michi Johnson so that he's not sitting over there for the last 9 minutes of the first half. Bring him back for a minute, roll the dice. He didn't pick up his third foul. Now you take him back out.
20 on the shot clock for Ohio State, who leads at 46-24. Bruce Thornton will be inbounding from right of the backboard with 2:38 left in the half. Zerlini will be the nearest defender to Thornton, throws it out to Mahaffey on the right point. Gives it back to Thornton topside. Thornton dribbles, drives left the lane, running shot up, and it's in and out. Rebound snatched underneath by Sinani for Campbell. 46-24, Ohio State, 2:25 left in the half. Jason Sinani on the right point, kills his dribble. Gives up top of the key where Mobley steals. Goes down the left side of the lane. In the air, Mobley. Layup, no good. And the rebound claimed by Dorsey of Campbell. Outlet Gregory. Up the left side, Gregory. Left corner. Gets the ball, Zerlini. Drives, layup missed. Rebound underneath to Devin Royal of Ohio State. 46-24 Buckeyes with 2:05 left in the half. Mobley, right point, passes on the three. Drives and throws in the left corner for Parrish, who fakes the three. Parrish dribbling down into the left corner. Turnaround jumper up. No good. Parrish. It looked like it might have been blocked. And Frank comes down with it for Campbell. 46-24, Buckeyes on top, 1:49 left in the half. Sinani on the left point, shoots a three after one, bounce and drills it.
Just enough space. Little heads there. Got separation, Paul. He knocked it down.
7 for Jason Sinani of Campbell, 46-27, Ohio State. With a minute and a half to play in the half. Thornton center circle, Buckeyes, gives it up high on the right now, Mahaffey. Walks at top of the key, Evan Mahaffey. Leaves it head of the circle, Parrish, who fakes the three. Goes foul line, feeds in the right corner, Royal. Right point, Mobley, not shy to throw, and he hits another three.
Why would you be shy when you have that talent, Paul?
No reason.
None whatsoever.
19 for John Mobley, 49-27 Ohio State. 1:08 left in the half. Sinani working in the right baseline, throws left corner, Gregory, back to go left point, and a three's put up and missed by Zerlini, and the rebound off to Parrish, Ohio State. With less than a minute to play in the half, Buckeyes leading 49-27. Thornton high on the left sideline. Starts Ohio State's offense. Dribbles left point Thornton. Thornton against Dorsey will now come between the circles. Thornton bounces down the left block. Royal open dunks left of the rim. Devin Royal a quick spin and a stuff, giving him 3 points. 51-27 Ohio State. With 37 seconds left in the half, Devin Royal pokes the ball away from Frank, but he claims it on the left wing. Gives it Sinani on the left point. Sinani dribbles, stops in the left point. Top of the key goes Zerlini. Now to come foul line to Frank. Frank hits it off for Dorsey, who shoots and misses a three from high on the right. And the rebound comes off to Ohio State. It's 51-27 Buckeyes with 16 seconds left in the half. Right of center circle is Bruce Thornton with the ball for Ohio State. He's guarded by Gregory and a man-to-man. 9 seconds left in half. Thornton center circle. Thornton now moves left side of the floor. 5 seconds left. Top of the key to Royal. Royal down the right side of the lane. Drives, shoots low on the right. No good, but a foul called.
I think it's going to be on Frank, right? With the aggressive bump there.
His second foul, and with 1.2 seconds left in the half, it'll put Devin Royal at the free throw line, where tonight he's 1 for 2, and on the year a 66%.
Yeah, ability to put the ball on the floor and get some space into the basket.
Royal gave Ohio State their last score with a dunk on the left side of the rim. Drills his first free throw here for his 4th point. Freshman Colin White from Ottawa Glandorf in for the second time, replacing John Mobley for Ohio State. It's 52-27 Buckeyes. Devin Royal making his first ever collegiate start. 6'6" sophomore from Pickerington Central. Second free throw. Got it. 5 for Royal and 1.2 seconds to play. Campbell will have the basketball, and Caleb Zerlini will inbound into the back baseline. Zerlini running the baseline, looking to make a long pass. Gets it now. Sinani poked away by Thornton. Sinani makes it back for the half ends. With Ohio State owning a commanding 53-27 lead over Campbell University. This is Buckeye basketball from Learfield.
Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. Growing up in the family business, I've seen firsthand the joy and love that comes with finding the perfect engagement ring. For over 77 years, our family's been dedicated to providing the best quality, unmatched selection, and the guaranteed best price. From timeless classics to custom designs, we have the perfect ring for every love story. Let our family help you celebrate the moments that mean the most. Visit Diamond Cellar today on Salmo Road or at Easton Town Center.
The Gridiron isn't the only place Buckeye fans watch points pile up. They score the perks of game day at Giant Eagle and Market District 2. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, everyday value from our family of brands, a fresh selection that thrills every foodie, fuel savings, and convenient favorites are all game day traditions. Earn perks and save on game day and every day at Giant Eagle and Market District. Giant Eagle, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hello, I'm Ross Bjork, Senior Vice President and Eugene Smith Wolf Foundation Endowed Athletics Director at The Ohio State University. In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, Huntington, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in our great state through the Buckeyes Care Initiative. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag BuckeyesCare.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Welcome to the AEP Energy Halftime Show here at Value City Arena in Columbus, Ohio State, leading Campbell University 53-27, and a lot of it because of the shooting of John Mobley, who scored 19 points in the first half coming off the bench for the Buckeyes.
Well, you hear me talking about when upperclassmen kind of set the tone of the game and relax the freshmen, but here you have an example where the freshman's in the game, and by his efficient and effective shooting, it does so many things for this Ohio State team. It allows great spacing because the defense have got to be aware of Mobley's presence out on the floor. You have a lead, and guys tend to play a little bit more relaxed when you have a lead. So that young man really contributed to Ohio State having a very good first half.
13 and a half minutes. He was 6 for 7 shooting, 5 for 5 from three-point range, 2 for 3 from the foul line. And that helped Ohio State go 84% from three-point range in the half.
Yeah, and then the other thing you look at, and I mentioned this too, is that the assist on field goals, 13 out of 18. Buckeyes are sharing the ball. They're passing up good shots for better shots. As a coach, you love to see that in any aspect of the year, especially early, because you would hope that continues throughout. But a lot of good things on this stat sheet in this first half.
Including 13 from Micah Parrish, but also Ohio State keeping up a fairly good defensive trend, holding Campbell to 44% shooting, 2 for 9 from three-point range, and allowing the Campbells only 3 free throw attempts, in which they've made all 3.
Now, you mentioned about this Campbell team. They're 3-2. They played a decent Virginia team early on and was within striking distance late in that ball game on the road. So this is a quality team. And against Virginia, they started out 3 for 3 and had a good start, similar to what they did against Ohio State. At one point, they were shooting close to 60% from the field. But to your point, Paul, Ohio State has kind of clamped down a little bit. Now it's down to 44%, 2 of 9. And that's what you got to do. Take away the opposition's strength. You don't want them being anywhere remotely close to you. Take care of your business here in Columbus, Ohio.
Again, the score of the half, 53-27. Ohio State leading Campbell University. Stay tuned. Skip Mossick with a scoreboard update coming up next on the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
AEP Energy wants to know if you're ready to say goodbye to higher rates and hello to savings. Get your energy costs under control by locking in a fixed rate for your electricity supply. You'll lower your bills and get price protection from rising rates. Take control and lock in a low fixed rate. Visit aepenergy.com/OSU to get started. AEP Energy, the official electricity and natural gas sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. AEP Energy is a competitive retail electrical and natural gas service provider and affiliate of Ohio Power Company, AEP Ohio. AEP Energy is not soliciting on behalf of and is not an agent of AEP Ohio.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Time for a halftime snack? Up your hosting game with Bob's Discount Furniture. Bob's has plenty of stylish, feature-packed bar carts, coffee tables, dining sets, even seating with drop-down drink tables for those times when you just can't miss a play. And best of all, you can find everything at Bob's everyday low prices. So stop by and score big when you shop Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Hi, this is Paul Keels. This Buckeye season, don't let a broken windshield ruin your game plan. Safelite Auto Glass makes it easy to get your windshield fixed with their mobile glass shops all over Central Ohio. They can come to you anywhere, giving Buckeye fans more time for game time. OH? Man, I love that. Schedule at safelite.com. Safelite Auto Glass is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace. Your Ohio State flagship station, The Fan.
Halftime at the Bayou City Arena in Columbus. Ohio State leading Campbell by 26 here at the break, 53-27 Buckeyes. Our AEP Energy halftime report continues. Skip Mossick with a check of your halftime scoreboard. We'll start you with college basketball. One other Big Ten team currently in action preseason tournament at the Greenbrier. Number 19 Wisconsin leading UCF 74-55, 7 minutes to play there. Later tonight, Big Ten teams in action. Nebraska will be at Creighton. Northwestern plays host to Pepperdine. In Kansas City, Iowa will take on Utah State. Later tonight, Washington hosting Alcorn State, while UCLA welcomes in Cal State Fullerton. Basketball from teams around the state preseason tournament in Myrtle Beach. Ohio, a winner over Portland, 85-73. Same tournament there in Myrtle Beach. Bradley knocks off Wright State 77-74. In Texas, Presbyterian over Youngstown State 67-42. Couple of games in progress in Daytona. Jacksonville State up on Toledo by 3, 29-26. 2 minutes to play first half. Akron leads at home over Lamar 28-20. College football, 3 games tonight. Purdue will be at Michigan State. Temple at Texas San Antonio. Number 24 UNLV is at San Jose State. High school football playoffs continue tonight across the state regional finals in all 7 divisions. 8 games in the NBA. Cavaliers are off. They will host Toronto on Sunday. Just 2 games in the NHL. Blue Jackets off. They host Carolina tomorrow. Network join on many of these stations tomorrow evening will be at 6:30 p.m. Our halftime report this evening was brought to you by AEP Energy. Buckeye fans, say goodbye to higher rates and hello to savings with a fixed price plan with AEP Energy. Visit aepenergy.com/OSU to get started. AEP Energy, the official electricity and natural gas sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Again, the score here at the half. Ohio State 53, Campbell 27. Paul and Ron back to preview the second half next. This is Buckeye basketball from Learfield.
Come on over to Heartland and join our family.
Now let's discuss the financial ecosystem of Main Street. The more you deposit locally, the more capital is available for your community, the more your community thrives. It's actually as simple as that. Support your community by banking local. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Come on over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think of calling for a ride, but nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. The results of driving drunk are tragic. That's why law enforcement is out there looking for impaired drivers to save lives. So if you think you're okay to drive after a few drinks, think again. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Halftime at the Bayou City Arena in Columbus, 53-27. Ohio State leading Campbell University. Kroger Pickup is the easy way to get what you want right when you need it. Try Kroger Pickup today in the Kroger app or at Kroger.com.
Pickup.
My
goodness.
What would you like to be picked up?
Just keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, that works.
How about that? Just keep doing what you're doing.
And they're doing it very well, too, especially John Mobley with 19 points.
Yeah, real good. Loving that quite a bit. Clearly it's a mix, right? Whether it's the front line or backcourt, like to get both, but right now it's coming predominantly from the backcourt. I would like to see, clearly Michi Johnson picking up those 2 fouls. Like to see him more engaged, especially early on in this second half. He's going to be an important part of this team. He has experience, played in the SEC last year, made all conference. He's a guy that was a valuable pickup coming to this season. And I'd like to see him kind of get some additional opportunities in the second half.
That would be nice. Again, it's 53-27, Ohio State ahead of Campbell University. Start of the second half coming up next. This is Buckeye basketball from Learfield.
American Electric Power is a proud sponsor of Buckeyes Care.
Hi, I'm Janelle Coleman with American Electric Power. AEP comes together with our communities to create a better future every day. Whether we serve, build, or simply share with others, we make Central Ohio brighter for our neighbors. Our collaboration with Buckeyes Care is another way we work to make the future boundless for all.
When it comes to your cancer diagnosis, the choice for your care is clear.
And when you choose the James at Ohio State,
you're opting for care from a highly specialized team dedicated to treating one type of cancer, yours.
A team that studies the unique makeup of your disease to develop a personalized treatment plan.
You're choosing our region's only comprehensive cancer center designated by the National Cancer Institute.
For your cancer care, the choice is clear. The James at Ohio State.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
Hear every Buckeye game every year. The Fan. You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
Our broadcast position is sponsored by Union Home Mortgage, the official home lending sponsor of Ohio State athletics. Learn about their 1% down payment program at UHM.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS number 2229. Again, the score with the second half going to start shortly, 53-27. Ohio State ahead of Campbell University. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification in the Ohio State Sports Network from Learfield.
Always your home for Buckeye basketball.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Your flagship station for Ohio State athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
53-27. Ohio State ahead of Campbell University with the second half to start shortly. The Foundation is operating a 50-50 raffle at each Ohio State home basketball game this season, with proceeds benefiting basketball student athletes and local charities. For more information on how you can participate, visit the Foundation social media channels. And you didn't want people to call you, did you?
No.
Right.
Go to the website. It's well done. Thanks to Brian Schatzstein and his team. Glad to be part of the organization and doing a lot of great things in the community.
Yes, absolutely. Great things coming with more basketball in a hurry. Monday night, it's a quick turnaround. Ohio State will be back here at the Value City Arena hosting Wisconsin Green Bay. That's a 7 o'clock tip. You remember the name Doug Gottlieb?
I do.
He's the head coach at Wisconsin Green Bay.
I have not done any research yet. Wow,
Yes.
I did not know that.
He left the broadcasting business, former basketball player at Oklahoma State, and previous to that at Notre Dame. So Doug Gottlieb and the Wisconsin Green Bay Phoenix will be coming in here.
I actually met him once. While he was a broadcaster, an analyst or in the booth, he came and I emceed an event that he was a guest speaker and got a chance to get to know him a little bit. But, wow, I didn't know he was back in the coach.
Yep, so he brings this team here Monday, and then a week from today, it'll be the Pitt Panthers. Jeff Capel is the head coach at Pitt. They will come in here on Black Friday afternoon. That is a 2:30 tip-off with Ohio State hosting Pitt. And when you think about adding Pitt Kentucky, Auburn, as well as Texas A&M and Texas. One of the most challenging non-conference schedules Ohio State's had in a long while.
No question. Yeah, I know you and Skip going to be out at the stores on Black Friday, right?
Nah. Going to be right here.
I say that facetiously.
Yeah. Even if there weren't a game, we'd probably still be not at the stores. But right now, Ohio State's shopping to try and see if they can't get win number 4, and they've gotten off to a really good start to do it.
Yeah, offensively, I'm a little surprised by this. I didn't expect a great shooting across the board from top to bottom, but it started with John Mobley. And clearly the defense on Campbell. Their offense has been not effective at all.
No, the Buckeyes to start the half will have Devin Royal, Evan Mahaffey, Michi Johnson, Bruce Thornton, and Micah Parrish. Of course, Ohio State tonight playing without 3 players. Quest Glover out with an ankle injury still. Sean Stewart not playing, just as residual from the injury he suffered Tuesday. And Aaron Bradshaw not playing for undisclosed reasons by university policy. For Campbell, Taryn Frank, Cam Gregory, along with Nolan Dorsey, Justin Sinani, and Caleb Zerlini will be the 5 starters for the Fighting Camels. I did have one person text at halftime and ask about the camel that you said you rode in Spain.
Wanted to know
if it was male or female.
I would not have, didn't know the look.
And I wouldn't provide the answer even if you did. Campbell with the basketball. Ohio State with the lead, 53-27. Half again. Sinani brings it center circle for the Camels. Gives it up now. Zerlini. On the right wing it comes Gregory. Dumps it down on the right block to Frank. Taryn Frank gets it out head of the circle for Gregory. He'll dribble to the right wing at 15 of the shot clock. Goes now to Frank high on the right. Left point it goes to Zerlini. Zerlini left to the key, 10 on the shot clock. Drives the left side of the ring. Running shot blocked by Mahaffey. And the ball ends up in the hands of Thornton. Ohio State pushes it down the left side. Left point for Parrish. Parrish will dribble into the lane from the left. Stop. Given underneath Devin Royal in traffic. Lays it in left to the rim.
Yeah, another unselfish play there by a Buckeye.
And it was Mahaffey with the block. Royal with the score. Devin Royal has 7. It's 55-27 Ohio State. Early second half, Taryn Frank has it poked out of his hands and out of bounds by Devin Royal. Camels will keep it up front.
Yeah, I was referring to Micah Parrish, ball you talked about.
Yes.
Yeah, driving to the basket. He could have probably shot that, but he saw Devin Royal underneath, wide open.
The inbound from Dorsey will come right of center circle. Taryn Frank leaves it right wing now for Cam Gregory. He'll slip it down on the right block to Taryn Frank. Post up Mahaffey. Frank steps back, shoots it right to the foul line, and scores it. 8 for Taryn Frank, whose dad Tellis played in the NBA for a while. 55-29 is the Ohio State lead. And a little more than a minute off the clock here in the second half. Bruce Thornton gives it left point Micah Parrish for the Buckeyes. Foul line it'll come Evan Mahaffey. Right corner Johnson. Passes down on the right block to Evan Royal, who posts up Taryn Frank. Royal bumps into the lane, shoots along the right, and scores. He's having his way.
Yeah, he has a height advantage there.
He's like being at that famous fast food restaurant. He's having it his way. Devin Royal with 9. 57-29 Ohio State. Campbell with the ball, minute and a half into the half. Taryn Frank leaves it on the right point for Zerlini. Right corner goes Gregory. He'll dribble to the right point on Devin Royal. Cam Gregory, push it foul line, go down the lane, shoot it low on the left, and lay it in. 6 for Gregory, who bounced it off the glass and in. And it's 57-31 Ohio State. 2 minutes into the second half. Micah Parrish for the Buckeyes dribbles up the right side. Gives it now right of center circle to Bruce Thornton. Thornton guarded by Dorsey, just holding it right of the logo with 16 in the shot clock. Still holding it, Bruce Thornton. Now dribbles at center circle into a double team. Thornton now to the left point with the ball. Throws left corner, Mahaffey. Drives the left baseline. Layup, Mahaffey, no good. Rebound is grabbed by Campbell. And pushing it up court is Zerlini. No, that's not Zerlini. Here's Sinani shooting and missing a 3 from the left point. Rebound Johnson, Ohio State. 57-31 Buckeyes. Quick feed, Royal cherry picking, lays it in right of the rim.
That was all Jake Diebler because Meach Johnson was going to walk it up, but Jake Diebler said push it.
11 for Devin Royal. 59-31 Ohio State. Campbell has Frank with the ball down on the right block. Dribbles under the rim. Layup good. Left of the rim for Taryn Frank. Giving him 10 points. 59-33 Ohio State. 3 minutes into the second half. Bruce Thornton starts it for the Buckeyes, dribbling in the right point. Thornton down the right side of the lane against traffic, turns right wing, passes left point Johnson, rifles a 3. Johnson, no good. Rebound off to Campbell. And the ball comes up court quickly for Sinani. Dribbles into the lane for the right. Sinani passes in the left corner where Zerlini has it. Goes top of the key to Frank, who ball fakes a couple of times. Dribbles right of the foul line. Now stops right of the stripe. Leans again. Throws in the left point Zerlini. High on the right, it comes Gregory. With 10 on the shot clock, Gregory, foul line. Down the left side of the lane, and he lays it in and draws a foul. Basket will count for Gregory.
Yeah, and one opportunity with the switch. You had Devin Roll trying to stay in front of Gregory, 2 hands on the hip as Gregory was going to the basket.
And Devin Royal with his second personal foul. 59-35 the score with a made basket, and Cam Gregory will go to the line. Young man who played at St. Francis last year where he averaged over 13 a game. Free throw, giggles in and out. And Ohio State gets the rebound, leading 59-35. 16.5 to play in the game. Thornton on the right point, knifes into the lane. Thornton draws a foul while driving and throwing one in, and they're going to give him that basket, I believe.
Yes.
Ooh.
Initially, you could have been called on the floor, but they said and one.
And so Bruce Thornton's hoop makes it 61-35 Ohio State. Dorsey with a foul. That's his first, and Bruce Thornton now with 8 points will go to the line to shoot for his 9th. He just sped right to the hole and got that score, Bruce Thornton. Sneaking up on 1,000 career points, Bruce Thornton. Junior from Fairburn, Georgia. Free throw. Good. Giving him 9 tonight. 62-35, Ohio State with the lead. Campbell University with the ball. 16.5 to play in the game. Jason Sinani on the right point, dribbles all the way down to the right block, gets into the backboard and stepped out of bounds, turning it over.
Yeah, ran out of real estate. Bruce Thornton did not make double digits in the last game, but last game and this game, 12 assists, no turnovers so far in those last game and up to this point.
And he had 7 assists, no turnovers. I'll go back and look at that other note. 11 assists, no turnovers in the last 2. Ball thrown to Devin Royal, who dunks driving the right baseline, and a great feed by Michi Johnson.
Great elevation.
13 for Devin Royal as Johnson deep in the right corner found Royal on the right baseline for the dunk. And it's 64-35 Ohio State with under 16 to play in the game. Taryn Frank right of the foul line for Campbell University. Drives down the right side of the lane, stops, and he's fouled.
Yeah, Evan Mahaffey
reached in there to try and strip the ball away. His second, and a timeout occurs with 15:51 left in the game. 64-35 Ohio State ahead of Campbell University. This is Buckeye basketball from Learfield.
The future of recycling is now at Rumpke Waste and Recycling. The recycling leader has opened North America's largest, most technologically advanced recycling center right here in Central Ohio. This one-of-a-kind facility features interactive displays, educational opportunities, and the ability to process over 60 tons of recycled material per hour. Rumpke is committed to recycling and sustainability efforts, and for more than 90 years, Rumpke has worked to make sure the items you place in your recycling bin get used again. Visit Rumpke.com to learn how you can team with Rumpke to put less trash in our landfills and more of it to good use.
Toyota Thon is on. The perfect time to save on a new Toyota truck. Now through December 2nd, get 1.99 APR financing on a new 24 Tundra. Excludes TRD Pro. Or lease a Tacoma SR5 double cab for $279 a month for 39 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Nobody builds trucks better than Toyota. Let's go places.
Come on over to Heartland.
Getting a mortgage? We take pride in providing the value and service you deserve in one of the most important transactions you'll ever have. Community banks have the most flexibility and the lowest rates. Now fact check that. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Coming over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
Stay safe this season and make a plan for a safe ride home. If you drive drunk, you will be caught and you will be arrested. Drive sober or get pulled over. Funded by the Ohio Traffic Safety Office and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. 15:51 to play second half here at the Value City Arena in Columbus. It's 64-35. Ohio State ahead of Campbell University.
Well, in the last game against Evansville, Ohio State shot 70% from the field in the second half. And so far, they're right on course here. They're 5 of 7 here in the second half for 71.4%.
And they finished that game against Evansville making 12 of their last 13. That hot streak they've carried over.
Absolutely. And I'm watching to see if Mr. John Mobley is back in the ballgame. He is yet to come back out and see if he can remain on fire.
Yes, had 19 points in the first half coming off the bench. Buckeyes have Johnson, Thornton, Parrish, Royal, and Parks on the court. Campbell will have the basketball. Cam Gregory will inbound it right at the backboard, gives it right wing now where Vanderheiden has it. Back to go for Gregory. Jumper from the foul line, no good. Gregory, rebound snared. Devin Royal, Ohio State. Buckeyes have the ball leading 64-35 as Thornton gallops up the right side. 15:39 left in the second half. Thornton dribbling against Vanderheiden on the right point, bounces to Parks down on the right block. Parks posting up Dugan, turns right baseline, turnaround jumper, good. Austin Parks.
Got to the sweet spot, shooting over that left shoulder.
3 points, Austin Parks tonight. 66-35, Ohio State. 15:20 to play. Here in the second half, Campbell with the basketball. Dugan has it, gives it left to the foul line. Vanderheiden to Colby Dugan, drives the right lane line, running shot missed, but he draws a foul on Devin Royal, which would be his third.
Devin Royal looking in disbelief. What did I do? But clearly there's some contact down low.
And it'll put Colby Dugan at the free throw line. A 6'7" sophomore from Monson, Massachusetts, who on the year is shooting 66% from the line. He started 9 games for the Campbell Fighting Camels last year. Comes in averaging 6.6 a game off the bench. This is a team that averages better than 33 points off the bench. Free throw missed. Colin White, John Mobley in for Ohio State. Tassos Cook from Westerville Central will come in for Campbell. Cook at his second year at Campbell after playing at Stetson and then Vincennes Junior College in Southern Indiana. Free throw missed on the back end, and Devin Royal rebounds off the miss by Colby Dugan. And it's 66-35. Ohio State with the lead. 15 minutes to play in the game. Michi Johnson at center circle, dribbling for the Buckeyes. Slides to the left point where Dugan picks him up in a switch. Tosses Colin White, right point. Passes on a 3. Drives the lane, lays it in right of the rim. Colin White from the right side went to the hoop and scored. His first 2 of the night. 68-35 Ohio State. Under 15 minutes to play in the game. Vanderheiden has it right of the foul line. Campbell. Right wing it goes. Dugan shoots a standstill 3. No good. Rebound grab now. Gudmundsson, an offensive board for the Camels. As Bragi Gudmundsson will pass it center circle. Cam Gregory. One dribble Gregory. Left point Tassos Cook. Top of the key. Eric Vanderheiden. Back to Cook. Backdoor layup good. Low on the left.
Haven't happened too often. I think that's the first backdoor play.
First 2 for Tassos Cook of Campbell. 68-37 Ohio State. With 14:14 left in the game. Johnson, right point Buckeyes, guarded by Gregory of Campbell. Gives the ball right to the key to Colin White. Freshman will swing at top of the circle to sophomore Devin Royal. Royal will pass it left wing for Parrish. Drives left baseline. Throws right point Johnson. Fires an open 3. No good Michi Johnson. Offensive rebound tip. No good low on the right. Colin White, who gets the board in the left corner. Now Mobley left point. Throws a 3. No good Mobley. White goes to tip it out, but Colin White's going to be, they're going to call a Campbell foul as Colin White tried to keep it alive for Ohio State.
Yeah, Colin White with the extra effort, chasing down that long rebound.
Bragi Gudmundsson with a foul, his second. And now Jake Diebler's going to go even deeper in his bench and send in 7'1" freshman Ivan Yagovin. And he will replace Micah Parrish. Yagovin had 7 points late in the game Tuesday against Evansville. Justin Sinani in for Campbell, replacing Gregory. Buckeyes the ball leading 68-37. Colin White will inbound at left of center circle. Michi Johnson is guarded by Sinani. Johnson will dribble, drive the left side of the lane, get to the hoop low on the left, lay it in, and he draws a foul. Basket counts. Michi Johnson. And he's going to get his first free throw attempts of the year.
Yep. And this is what you got to do when you're struggling from the outside, Paul. Get to the rim, get some basket, see the ball going in the basket, and develop your confidence.
Foul was on Sinani, his second. So Michi Johnson with his first free throw attempts of the year, averaging 9 points a game. There is the foul shot for the old-fashioned three-point play. 6 points tonight, Michi Johnson in his second stint with Ohio State. 71-37 Buckeyes, 13:40 to play in the game. Cook for Campbell. Gets the ball to Vanderheide, working right at the foul line. He'll dribble a couple of times, right to the key, get it right wing now for Gudmundsson, who slides to the right corner, back to Vanderheide on the right point. He'll drive into the lane, pitch it out top of the key to Cook with 10 on the shot clock. Cook swings it around to the foul line, Vanderheide. Looks to feed, back to Cook, top of the circle, 5 on the shot clock. Cook shoots a jumper right to the foul line, no good, Cook. Rebound Johnson, Ohio State. 71-37, Buckeyes way out in front. A little more than 13 minutes to play in the game. Ball thrown left wing, Colin White. Drives left baseline, shut off on the left block. White tosses center circle, Michi Johnson, who's guarded by Gudmundsson. 16 to the shot clock for Johnson, and he gets fouled trying to go down the right side of the lane, and it's Bragi Gudmundsson committing his third foul.
Last time defensively, Paul, things that don't show on the stat sheet, the extra effort by Evan Mahaffey, chased down the shooter, his long wingspan. Because of that, he kind of made the shooter alter their shot a little bit. And it was a bad miss. Had he not chased it down, could have been a different result.
Buckeyes back with the ball, leading 71-37. Inbound, Yagovin high on the right top of the key to Mobley. Throws right point, Michi Johnson with 15 of the shot clock. Johnson dribbling against Sinani, now double team, dribbles out of it on the right sideline, throws the ball left point, Colin White. He'll go to the foul line, throw it out now. Mahaffey down the middle of the lane. Mahaffey to the hoop from lower left, fouled while trying to get a shot in the air.
I think it's on Dorsey, I believe.
I think you're right. And it would be the calling on Gudmundsson, yeah, his fourth. But that's going to put Evan Mahaffey at the free throw line for Ohio State. On the year, Evan is 2 for 7 from the free throw line. And his first attempt tonight at the stripe rattles down. He was in the starting lineup tonight, the first time this year, and the 35th in his Ohio State starts, with the Buckeyes playing without Aaron Bradshaw and without Sean Stewart tonight. 72-37, Ohio State way out in front. Second free throw for Mahaffey up, no good, but there's going to be a lane violation called against Campbell.
Good chance to get to that 100 here tonight.
Taryn Frank has come into the Campbell lineup. Is going out was Gudmundsson after absorbing his fourth foul. So Mahaffey, officially his second attempt, no good. Rebound slapped around and grabbed by Campbell's Dorsey. 72-37, Ohio State the lead. Campbell with the ball. 12:42 to play here in the half. Sinani dribbling left of the circle, steps back, throws a three left of the key, and he hits it. Jason Sinani.
Nice little step back, got separation from Michi Johnson.
11 for Sinani, coming off a 24-point game. 72-40, Ohio State with 12:25 left in the game. Colin White leaves the top of the key to Michi Johnson. Works to the left point. Johnson throws left wing Mahaffey. He'll dribble to the left point, Evan Mahaffey. Dump it low on the left block, and Yagovin poked out of bounds as Vanderheide knocked it away. So the Buckeyes keep it with 12 on the shot clock, leading 72-40. Colin White from deep in the left corner will inbound, and to do so with Dorsey right in front of him. White looking, tosses left point, Michi Johnson. Goes down the left side of the lane, gets under the rim. Reverse layup good, right of the rim.
Love the aggressiveness there, driving and attacking that basket.
8 for Michi Johnson, attacking that basket like that. 74-40, Ohio State, 12 minutes to play in the game. I think your bet about 100 is a pretty good one here, Ron. Dorsey with the ball, Campbell, and a foul committed as he bounces it to Vanderheide, left of the circle, and a foul committed by Yagovin. His first and a timeout called. 11:55 left in the game. 74-40. Ohio State ahead of Campbell. This is Buckeye basketball from Learfield.
Cheers to a great day and this ice-cold Corona.
You know what would make this day even better? My grandma's carne asada.
Or your grandma here with us, making carne asada.
She does love a cold Corona.
Throw in some dancing.
Oh, we can watch the game.
I'll drink to that.
So a backyard concert with football, food, dancing, and Corona?
And your grandma.
Or we could keep it simple.
Simple is good. Want a Corona?
Thanks. Salud to the perfect day.
Corona, la vida más fina. Get your Corona at ordercorona.com. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Import, Chicago, Illinois.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
Hey, Buckeye Nation, Paul Keels here for my other favorite nation, Window Nation. If you're a fan of scoring, you're going to love this. Window Nation is going nuts with an incredible offer just for you. Buy 2 windows, get 2 windows free plus 0 down and 0 payments with 0 interest for 2 years. And if you order a full house of windows, you'll be part of a full house at the Shoe with tickets to a Buckeye game. Call Window Nation today at 866-90-NATION or visit them online at windownation.com. Tell them Paul sent you for the Buckeyes Full House Special.
Always and forever your home of the Buckeyes. Home of the Buckeyes. The Fan. This is the Ohio State Sports Network. Presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center. The team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Buckeye basketball is brought to you in part by Corona Extra, the official cerveza of La Vida Más Fina. Find the fine life. Please drink responsibly. Corona Extra beer, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. 11:55 left in tonight's game here at the Value City Arena in Columbus. 74-40, Ohio State leading Campbell University.
Yeah, Paul, you were talking a little bit on about Bruce Thornton when I made the comment about what he did the last game, including this game. But if you go back another game beyond that, at Texas A&M, 4 assists, no turnovers. Evansville, 7 assists, no turnovers. In this game, 5 assists, no turnovers.
Wow.
So you're talking about a young man that rarely turns the ball over, but at the same time registering a bunch of assists.
Yeah, that assist to turnover ratio had him ranked number 2 amongst Big Ten players coming into play this weekend. Ball belongs to Campbell in the front court. 5 team fouls in the half already against the Camels, while Ohio State has committed 4. Well, one of the
have a delay.
Well, I noticed some of the redcoats out on the court seemingly a little longer than they normally are during timeouts, but that has now been finished. Cam Gregory, left of the backboard, inbound for Campbell. Looking, throws it now. Tassos Cook on the left wing. Young man out of Columbus, dribbles to the left point. Top of the key it goes for Dorsey. Leaves it left of the foul line where it's handled by Frank. He'll go down the right side of the lane. Frank, turn, lean, shoot a fadeaway. Right block, no good. Frank, rebound, Parrish, Ohio State. 74-40 Buckeyes, 11.5 to play in the game. As Bruce Thornton will hit center circle with the ball. Guarded by Dorsey and a man-to-man. Gives it left point, Evan Mahaffey. Mahaffey will feed it foul line. Mobley down the left side of the lane. Stops left wing. Shoots a 2 that's no good. Offensive rebound. Royal low on the right. Shot blocked by Israel Yaw, who just came in and comes up with a loose ball. Throws it away to Mahaffey. Left wing Parrish. Floats a 3 up. Got it.
That's one of the easiest shots to get free on. A long rebound. Defense is scattering.
Micah Parrish.
Got to the right spot, Paul.
And Micah Parrish, Ron, has 16, and it's 77-40 Ohio State. 11:02 left in the game. Taryn Frank dribbling left point, drives left to the lane, stops, gets it left corner. Gregory throws a 3, in and out. Rebound, Broyle, Ohio State. 77-40 Buckeyes, under 11 to play in the game. Bruce Thornton dribbling high on the right as he's covered by Tassos Cook of Campbell. Thornton for Ohio State, top of the key. Parrish back to Thornton, head of the circle. Thornton will dribble top of the key. Now step to the left point. Thornton 14 to the shot clock. Dumps in the lane. Royal layup good left to the rim with the left hand. Devin Royal.
Yeah, nice find there by Bruce Thornton. Devin Royal ready for it.
15 points, Devin Royal. His 7th career double-figure game, and we get a whistle to stop play and a foul called
on
Campbell. And I was writing the score down and didn't see who they called it on.
I did not either.
So it's 79-40, Ohio State leading. Or did they just call a turnover? Did not see what happened, so excuse us.
Turnover.
And not one that comes from the bakery. 10:29 to play second half. 79-40, Ohio State with a lead. And they'll inbound the ball in the forecourt. Guessing either a travel. Probably that's what it was. Right sideline, Thornton will throw it in play. Dumps on the right wing, Mahaffey, but it's poked out of bounds by Israel Yaw, who just came in at the last stoppage. So the Buckeyes will keep it up front. 19 on the shot clock, 10:29 on the game clock. Right corner, Micah Parrish to throw it in for Ohio State. Bounces right baseline. Mobley drives and lays it in right of the rim.
Design play, great action.
Snuck by everybody. 21 for John Mobley Jr. 81-40 Ohio State. 10:19 left in the game. Campbell with the ball. Cook top of the key. Bounces Frank left of the foul line. Taryn Frank will throw it Gregory in the left wing. Gregory will dribble to the foul line. Back away. Bounce it left wing for Frank, but fouled on the catch. Bruce Thornton got a piece of him for his first.
And reaching in, trying to get the steal, the poke away.
That is team foul number 5 of the half on Ohio State. Gregory, left of the backboard, inbound for Campbell. Gets it deep in the left corner, Israel Yaw. Top of the key, it comes Tassos Cook. The dribble behind the screen, head of the key. Stop, throw it left point, Yaw. One dribble, Yaw. Top of the key, Cook, 10 on the shot clock. Right point it goes for Dorsey. Drives the lane, layup low on the right. Dorsey, no good, but he's fouled. As Dorsey hit the deck hard under the backboard, too.
Yeah, late call there, but I think it was Micah Parrish with the bump.
Parrish with his first foul. Dorsey looks like he's up and okay. Looked like he might have hit his tailbone.
He sure did.
Young man that played both at New Mexico and Holy Cross before he got to North Carolina to play from Campbell. So he went from Albuquerque to Boston to Buies Creek, North Carolina.
Okay.
Skip, you remember that weekend we spent in Albuquerque? Do you, Ron?
No.
NCAA tournament.
Which one?
Free throw missed by Dorsey. Close win over Davidson.
Oh, yeah.
And then a lopsided loss to Missouri.
That would have been Brian Brown was on that team.
He'd have been a sophomore. Yep. Second free throw, Nolan Dorsey, good for his 4th point. And it's 81-41, Ohio State leading. Yes. 4 wonderful days in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Wasn't he a junior or senior?
I think he was no, you know what? That would have been.
His sophomore year would have been Scooney Penn and Michael Redd's.
Yeah,
second
he would have been a junior probably. Pressure in the backcourt on Parrish. Outlets at Mahaffey. Up the middle of the backcourt, Mahaffey. Throws it now in the left corner. Mobley fakes a 3. Dribbles from the left corner, and he draws a foul. He threw one up and in after the whistle, but that won't count.
Not at this level, it won't count. Maybe at another level to end one, but not this one.
Foul on Dugan. You know what? You're right. That was the 2002 season when Ohio State won the Big Ten tournament in Indianapolis, where the tournament should always be. But remember, the regular season, they finished in a 4-way tie as Big Ten co-champions. Bruce Thornton left to the backboard for Ohio State to inbound the ball with 9:45 left in the second half. He'll throw it out to Devin Royal on the left point. Royal guarded by Dugan, leaves it for Thornton on the left point. Stops left of the line, bouncing the lane. Mahaffey drives and dunks. Nasty dunk, Evan Mahaffey.
Elevation there, big time.
9 for Evan Mahaffey. Got the ball behind his head, cocked his arms, and threw it down.
Another flawless floor game from Bruce Thornton. Great find again.
83-41 Ohio State with 9:23 to play in the game. Dugan right of the foul line with it for Campbell. Now gives it up left point Gregory. Top of the key to Dugan. Walks it to the right point. Hands it now Dorsey. Fakes a jumper. Dribbles to the foul line. Stops below the stripe. Leans, shoots, misses, but he draws a Devin Royal foul, his 4th.
Man, I think it's Micah Parrish.
You think so?
Yeah. I believe he poked in there. It could have been called on Devin Royal as well.
It is on Parrish, which is only his 2nd.
Yep.
Leaves Devin Royal with 3. So Dorsey back at the line. You know what you remember about Ohio State winning that Big Ten tournament, which was later vacated. Free throw missed Dorsey. Ohio State wins the conference tournament championship game. Then they get sent to one of the farthest NCAA tournament locations on a Thursday to play one of the earliest games.
The latest game into
the earliest.
Selection Sunday. To one of the first games and the furthest places from Columbus.
Coach O'Brien was not happy at all.
Neither was I.
No. Dorsey hit the second free throw. He's got 5, 83-42. Ohio State leading and dealing with pressure. 9:09 left in the game. Mahaffey throws the ball up court, and it's poked away from right of the rim, away from Devin Royal, and coming away with it is Campbell. And then their pass down court tipped and knocked out of bounds. Bruce Thornton had it go off his hand, but then it went off Dugan's hand and out. So the Camels turn it over. So Ohio State again will deal with some full court pressure, leading 83-42. And 8:59 to play. Ball up court now to Mobley. Working high on the right sideline, John Mobley. Dribbles to the right corner. Gets it right point, Mahaffey. Evan Mahaffey guarded by Dugan in a man-to-man. Pushes it foul line. Goes down the left side of the lane. Off balance shot. Good, and a foul for Evan Mahaffey.
Yeah, Evan Mahaffey covered a lot of ground. You know, nice little hesitation move to get the defender off balance, and then a lean to the basket, then up and under and off the glass and in.
Kind of a backhanded layup from left of the rim that fell. Dugan with a foul, his 3rd. Evan Mahaffey with 11 points, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot for one more. Foul shot, Mahaffey, no good off the front iron. A rebound pulled down by Dorsey of Campbell. It's 85-42, Buckeyes on top. Camels with a basketball. Dorsey will give it up for Zerlini. Now to come to Dugan, top of the key. Dugan goes Gregory on the left point with a pass. Gregory dribbling top of the circle, gets to the foul line, shoots off the bounce. Up, no good. Rebound off to Parrish for Ohio State. 85-42, Buckeyes leading. Ball comes to Michi Johnson, left point, 18 to play. Johnson to the foul line, running shot low on the right, no good. Johnson, a rebound grab by Dugan of Campbell. Up court it'll come Dorsey. Bounces now to Zerlini. Running shot low on the left. Blocked, and the loose ball comes to Michi Johnson for Ohio State. That might have been Mahaffey.
It was.
And Thornton to the foul line, quickly advancing Ohio State with under 8 to play in the game. And then Bruce gets fouled at the free throw line by Caleb Zerlini. That's his first, and a timeout called. 7:57 to play in the game here in Columbus. 85-42. Ohio State ahead of Campbell. This is Buckeye basketball from Learfield.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Hi, this is Paul Keels. This Buckeye season, don't let a broken windshield ruin your game plan. Safelite Auto Glass makes it easy to get your windshield fixed with their mobile glass shops all over Central Ohio. They can come to you anywhere, giving Buckeye fans more time for game time. OH? Man, I love that. Schedule at safelite.com. Safelite Auto Glass is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
Hey Buckeye Nation, Paul Keels here for my other favorite nation, Window Nation. If you're a fan of scoring, you're going to love this. Window Nation is going nuts with an incredible offer just for you. Buy 2 windows, get 2 windows free plus 0 down and 0 payments with 0 interest for 2 years. And if you order a full house of windows, you'll be part of a full house at the Shoe with tickets to a Buckeye game. Call Window Nation today at 866-90-NATION or visit them online at windownation.com. Tell them Paul sent you for the Buckeyes Full House Special.
The Fan. Ohio sports destination. You're listening to the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Our broadcast position is sponsored by Union Home Mortgage, the official home lending sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Learn about their 1% down payment program at UHM.com. Equal housing lender. NMLS number 2229. And with 7:57 left in tonight's game, Ohio State cruising along with an 85-42 lead over Campbell University.
Ohio State has 2 Buckeyes that are close to a double-double. Micah Parrish is 1 rebound away with 16 points and 9 boards. And I'm looking at Devin Roll. This will be back-to-back games if he can do it. He had a double-double last ball game. He is sitting at 11 points. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. He has 15 points and 8 rebounds.
Well, Tuesday night was his first ever double-double in college. And Evan Mahaffey is sneaking up on a career high. He has scored 11. His career high is 16 that came against Penn State.
After that chase down block, he came down awkwardly.
Free throw Thornton good. Double figures, Bruce Thornton, 10 points. 11 of the free throw coming. His 53rd double-figure game at Ohio State. So Mahaffey out because of what you said, Ron, and Ivan Yagovin is in. Thornton's second free throw up and in. 11 for Bruce Thornton. 87-42 Ohio State. 7:53 on the second half clock. Campbell with ball. Cam Gregory up the left sideline. Top of the key to Sinani. Back to Gregory, left point. Buckeyes in a zone. Foul line, the ball goes underneath Duggan, and there's a dunk from right at Lynn by Caleb Zerlini, who is open in the middle of the zone.
Yeah, weak side rotation. Flat was not there, Paul. That led to that dunk.
Caleb Zerlini with 4 points for Campbell. 87-44 Ohio State on top. 7.5 left in the game. Royal dribbling foul line. Stops, pops, jump shot falls. Devin Royal.
Nice touch. Again, putting the ball on the floor, Paul, going from right to left and pulling up, adding things to his game.
Yep, 17 for Devin Royal. 89-44 Ohio State. A little more than 7 minutes left in the game. Cam Gregory Campbell has it on the left point. Throws left to the key Dugan. Back to Gregory, who slides to the left corner. Where he's guarded by Thornton. Gregory, one-on-one, runs into Austin Parks and draws a foul.
Parks or Thornton.
They gave it to Bruce Thornton.
Down low, he got the hit.
Or I was going to change it, say, or Austin Parks ran into him. John Mobley, Evan Mahaffey in, Devin Royal, Bruce Thornton out for Ohio State. 8th team foul of the half, so Cam Gregory will go to the free throw line. Gregory has started all 5 games this year for the Fighting Camels. Free throw good, his 9th point. Coming off a 10-point game in their win earlier this week at Navy. 6'5" junior out of the state of Maryland. 2nd free throw good for his 10th point, Cam Gregory. Campbell will send Bragi Gudmundsson in to replace Nolan Dorsey. 89-46, Buckeyes leading and being pressed with 7:03 to play in the game. Micah Parrish under the Campbell basket, outlets it to Michi Johnson, middle of the floor to Mahaffey, goes left corner Mobley, fires a quick 3, no good, side iron, rebound is yanked down by Campbell Sinani. 89-46 Buckeyes. Gregory will get in the left corner. Zerlini shoots and misses a 3 ball. Rebound Mobley, Ohio State. In a race up the middle of the floor comes John Mobley. He'll slow it down left side now with the Buckeyes leading 89-46. 6.5 to play. Mobley, foul line, underneath, lays it up and in from low on the right, John Mobley.
Some craftiness there that time, just weaseling his way through a couple of defenders.
Very well put. Weaseled his way to points 22 and 23. 91-46 Ohio State leading with 6.5 to play in the game. Sinani, quick 3 in the air, misses from the right wing, and Michi Johnson rebounds Ohio State. 91-46 Buckeyes. They could get to a Hyundai here. A little more than 6 to play in the game. Johnson, top of the key. Dribbles down the left side of the lane. Layup left of the rim. Good. Michi Johnson. He's in doubles with 10. 93-46 Ohio State. 6 minutes left in the game. Campbell with the basketball. Bragi Gudmundsson gets the ball now. Caleb Zerlini, top of the key. Bounces right to the foul line for Dugan. Now to Gudmundsson. Shoots a right point 3 off target. Mobley rebounds Ohio State. 93-46 Buckeyes with under 6 to play in the game.
Campbell's 19% from the 3, Paul.
And a 3 in the air. Top of the key, no good. John Mobley, and the rebound comes down to Sinani for Campbell. Races down the left side, throws underneath. Gudmundsson layup, no good. Right of the rim, but there to tip it up and in is Dugan, who came right down the middle of the lane and got the tip for his first 2 points to make it 93-48 Ohio State.
Not sure what the stoppage of play was that time.
I'm not sure either.
Neither coach did a substitution timeout,
but it allows for some subs.
Yeah, but
Dugan, who scored the basket, leaves as he's replaced by Taryn Frank. Colin White into the Ohio State lineup. But I agree with you, Ron. I don't know why they stopped that baby.
Not a betting man, but if I put my money on, I think they're going to get to 100.
I would agree. Now, 93-48 is Ohio State's lead. And I know you're not a betting man.
No, that's not my thing.
And now they're finally going to allow play to resume. Campbell still pressing as Michi Johnson works under the Campbell's basket. Guarded aggressively, gives the ball up to John Mobley, right side of the backcourt. Here nearly lost it. Mobley to center circle, across to Johnson, high on the left. With 5:18 to play in the game. 93-48 Ohio State leading. Michi Johnson dribbles left point. Now takes it down the left lane line, draws a foul finally.
Go to the line.
I believe Gregory's called for the foul.
I think Michi Johnson is going to learn something from this game. I mean, he's not having a great night from the field in terms of from beyond the arc, I should say, 1 of 4. But think about him getting to the basket and drawing fouls. This is a good sign here.
Yes, this has been his first appearances at the free throw line tonight. Made his first free throw, completing a 3-point play.
But he's converted a couple drives, so
he sure has.
Again, mix it up. The 3-point shooting will come. The big thing for now is Michi Johnson. You come back to Columbus as a Buckeye, and you just want to get into your groove and do the things that you do well.
Played his first 2 years here at Ohio State. Free throw up and no good, not getting the bonus. And then he went to South Carolina for 2 years, and he's back here now. Michi Johnson is 93-48, Ohio State on top. 5 minutes to play in the game. Campbell with the ball. Sinani dribbling on the right point. Pocket pick by Michi Johnson. Down the left side of the lane. Johnson lobs to the basket. Colin White dunks it in on the alley-oop. Well, that was pretty. Colin White with 4. Michi Johnson set him up for a lob, and White dunked it. 95-48. Ohio State on top. Taryn Frank down on the right block for Campbell with the ball. Gets it out on the right point where it's handled by Gudmundsson. Foul driving down the right side, Gudmundsson.
John Mobley. Unselfish play by Meechie. Johnson could easily have drove and scored that.
But he just set it right up for Colin White to throw down the dunk. Evan Mahaffey will leave as Kalen Etzler comes in to replace him for Ohio State. Kalen got in Tuesday night late in the game against Evansville. So Bragi Gudmundsson at the line. First free throw good to earn the bonus, his 6th point. Kalen Etzler, one of those guys that rarely gets to play, but he's always one of the first guys out at shoot-around, out shooting and doing what he needs to do. Second free throw good, Gudmundsson.
Setting that foundation for life after basketball,
yes.
Right?
7 for Gudmundsson. 95-50. Ohio State. Of course, some may remember the last name Etzler.
Doug.
His uncle. Doug could shoot a little bit, couldn't he?
He sure could.
He could shoot a lot. 4:39 remaining in the game. 95-50. Ohio State with a lead in the ball as Meechie Johnson will creep up court. Coach Kevin McGeehan has got some of his people at the bottom of the bench. And as Johnson drives and lays one in from right of the rim, Meechie Johnson getting him a dozen points. And it's 97-50 Ohio State. With 4:20 to play in the game, Tassos Cook will bounce the ball now. Thrown underneath where a layup is missed by Gudmundsson driving from the left side. Colin White fouled him. His second.
Backdoor cut, Colin White. Reaching there, Paul, but Colin White on that dunk, man. Again, 6'6", showing some elevation.
Big time. Gediminas Maksekis has come into the game for Campbell out of Lithuania. Gudmundsson's free throw is good, his 8th point.
Practiced that a couple times, but I didn't say it as well as you just said it, Paul.
Gediminas Maksekis.
Maksekis.
Yes.
There we go.
And Bragi Gudmundsson at the line. Second free throw is good. His 9th point. So it's 97-52 Ohio State with 4:15 to play in the game.
Well, trust me, Jim Lachey and I appreciate how much you help us in that category.
Well, you're welcome. Colby Bauman in the Ohio State lineup. Austin Parks now handed the ball high on the right. Pass comes to Mobley, dribbling in the left wing. Mobley steps back in the left corner, drives left baseline. John Mobley throws it to Bauman in the right corner. Excuse me, for Etzler, but it went wide of him and out of bounds. Turnover by the Buckeyes. Timeout called with 3:57 left in the game. 97-52. Ohio State leading Campbell. This is Buckeye basketball from Learfield.
Evan Williams Bourbon is the official bourbon sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. This fall, reach for Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon or Evan Williams 1783 Small Batch. Made in Louisville, Kentucky, this lineup of award-winning bourbon is extra aged for a rich and smooth taste that's easy to enjoy. Sip Evan Williams neat, on the rocks, or in a cocktail. There's no wrong way to enjoy it. Visit evanwilliams.com to find a bottle near you. Go Buckeyes! Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43.45% alcohol by volume, 21 plus. Think wisely, drink wisely.
When it comes to your cancer diagnosis, the choice for your care is clear.
And when you choose the James at Ohio State,
you're opting for care from a highly specialized team dedicated to treating one type of cancer, yours.
Where more than 1,700 scientists are working on new treatments and new hope for every form of cancer.
You're making the choice to have the most advanced treatments, many of which were developed right here.
For your cancer care, the choice is clear. The James at Ohio State.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Your home for Ohio State athletics. The Fan. This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State athletics.
3:57 left in tonight's game. 97-52 Ohio State leading Campbell University. It's time to spotlight today's best in game, brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is a proud sponsor of Ohio State athletics.
Well, Skip kind of told me what I was going to say, so well, it's true. I mean, it's John Mobley. I mean, clearly he didn't get all the points in the second half, but what he did in the first half set the precedence. 23 points in this ball game and in a total of 23 minutes. So he's scoring a point every single moment that he's out on the court. 5 of 8 from long range. Clearly is the guy tonight.
He certainly is, John Mobley. And a reminder to stay tuned after the game for the Encova Insurance postgame show. We'll hear from Coach Jake Diebler and have a complete recap of tonight's game brought to you by Encova Insurance. For auto and home, encircling you with solutions you can trust. Encova, a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
But there's some other superlatives. I mean, Bruce Story, 7 assists, no turnovers. He continues to do his thing there.
Campbell with the basketball. He certainly has. And Evan Mahaffey with a solid game as well. 3:50 left in the game. Buckeyes playing some zone defense now. Campbell with the ball. There's Gudmundsson right point. Ball comes top of the key now where it is handled by Brock Bidwell, who is in. Tassos Cook now dribbling to the left corner. Stops, gets it out to Bidwell. Shoots a 3 left wing. No good. Bidwell, but a foul called under the lid.
Austin Parks with a push, I believe.
And on Austin, his first foul. Buckeyes have Parks, Yagovin, Etzler, White, and Colby Bauman out there.
Goldman and who's at 250 and Austin Parks 260. A few pounds.
And 6'10 and 7'1", some height.
Big guys.
Yes, they are. So at the free throw line, as the foul shot is dumped in by, is that Israel Yaw?
Who's at that line?
You know, their numbers get to be a little difficult to decipher at times.
Is that number 12? I
Yes,
think it is Israel
okay.
Yaw.
And he hits his second free throw. So a couple for the 6'6", 6'9" junior from Guyana. 97-54 Ohio State, the lead of the ball. Colby Bauman out of Houston for Ohio State. Brings it center circle in his third year on the roster. Colby Bauman gets it top of the key. Colin White, 17 of the shot clock. White back to Bauman, dribbling high on the right. Colby Bauman stops, throws in the left wing. Etzler faces on a 3, dribbles, drives, layup, good. Left of the rim, Kalen Etzler.
He passed on the 3 ball, took it to the rack.
99-54 Ohio State with 3:07 left in the game. Campbell with the basketball. Cook below center circle. Gets it Bidwell, right point. Bidwell will swing it around to Cook. Working high on the left, top of the key. Bidwell back to Cook, left point. Top of the key against the zone. Bidwell to Gudmundsson on the right point. 9 on the shot clock. Foul line pass stolen. Colin White as he stepped in front of Moxakis. White drives and dunks. Going down the right side of the lane. A flying cup dunk. Colin White.
Oh, my goodness.
6 for the freshman from Ottawa Glandorf.
Okay.
101-54 Ohio State. That excited some folks. Cook on the left point. Campbell with 2.5 to play in the game. Now Gudmundsson right point. Slings a 3. No good. Long rebound grab. Bidwell down the right side of the lane. He's run into and fouled by either Parks or Nyagovin. It is Ivan Nyagovin giving his second personal foul.
You say you got some folks excited. I think Colin White got excited too.
Wow.
His second monster dunk here tonight.
Just went flying down the lane and cuffed it in his right hand and threw it down.
Pretty good.
Brock Bidwell's first free throw is missed. 6-foot junior from Cumming, Georgia. Now Braylon Nash, a first-year walk-on out of New Albany, into the Ohio State lineup, replaces Colin White, who gets a big hand and a lot of congratulations from his teammates. 101-54 Ohio State. Bidwell for Campbell hits his second free throw. Second made free throw. And it's 101-55 Ohio State with 2:20 to play. And a steal. Tassos Cook steals it. Drives left side of the lane, lays one in, and draws a foul as the basket will count for Tassos Cook, giving him 4 points.
Yeah, Braylon Nash, just a lazy pass there led to that steal.
So Cook will go to the line where this year he is 5 for 6. Had 12 starts last year. His first year at Campbell. Free throw missed by Cook, and the rebound Nyagovin for Ohio State. 101-57 Buckeyes with 2:09 to play. Colby Bauman throws on the left side of the court, and it's poked away and out of bounds by Brock Bidwell of Campbell, so the Buckeyes will re-enter it. Well, some good playing time for guys that don't usually get a lot of it.
Absolutely.
Guys like Kalen Etzler and Braylon Nash and Colby Bauman. Etzler left sideline inbound center circle. Colby Bauman with 16 on the shot clock. Bauman top of the key against Cook. Bauman for Ohio State dribbles, throws the left wing for Etzler, shoots a 3, bullseye.
Nothing but the bottom.
5 points, Kalen Etzler. He's given the Buckeyes their last 5 points. 104-57 Ohio State. With 1:45 to play. Buckeyes playing zone defense again. Cook top of the key. Campbell throws it now just below the foul line. Israel Yaw. Jump hook partially blocked by Njegovan. And Etzler comes down with a loose ball for Ohio State. 104-57. I guess you shouldn't say partially blocked. It was blocked. 104-57. Buckeyes the lead in the ball with 1:25 left in the game. Etzler has it high on the left. Dumps it now where Austin Parks has it down on the left block. Parks muscles his way in and a foul called, and it's a blocking foul.
Yeah, y'all tried to draw the charge by falling back, but the official said no, it wasn't y'all. Actually, it was a hail by Mosekis.
Yes, his first.
He actually pulled the jersey of Parks.
So Austin Parks will go to the line. 1 for 2 tonight at the line. He's got a 3-point game going. 6'10 sophomore from St. Mary's Memorial. Free throw missed. You know who else was a pretty good player, came out of St. Mary's? Damon Goodwin. Remember him?
I do.
Played at Dayton, coaching over at Capital. Second free throw, Parks missed. Ball slapped around, and it is rebounded by Campbell's Bidwell. 104-57 Ohio State with 1:12 left in the game. Bidwell for Campbell. Dribbling near center circle. Gets it to Mosekis between the circles to Bidwell right point. Shoots a deep three. No good. Rebound Njegovan, Ohio State at 7-1. And less than a minute to play in the game. 104-57 Ohio State with 55 seconds left. Colby Bauman below center circle. Ohio State guarded by Cook of Campbell. Bauman a one-on-one move down the left side of the lane. Shot blocked away and picked up by Campbell's Mosekis. Up court to Bidwell, driving up the left sideline, and he slows down with 40 seconds to play, and Ohio State leading 104-57. Bidwell will go now on the left wing where Mosekis will shoot and hit a three.
Almost next to his coach.
Gediminas Mosekis with his first three of the game. 104-60 Ohio State. 25 seconds to play in the game. Colby Bauman dribbling between his legs at center circle. Ohio State working on Tasso's Cook of Campbell. Bauman now left of the logo. Looks like they're just going to dribble some time off. This is clock. We'll go down to 10 seconds, and Ohio State will probably just take a clock violation to get the ball to Campbell. And the shot clock goes off with 3 seconds left. Campbell will have the basketball with 2.7 seconds remaining in the game. It's 104-60 Ohio State. The inbound to go to Tassos Cook. He'll dribble to center circle, and the final seconds come off the clock. 104-60. Ohio State defeats Campbell University here at the Value City Arena in Columbus. We'll pause. This is Buckeye basketball from Learfield.
AEP Energy wants to know if you're ready to say goodbye to higher rates and hello to savings. Get your energy costs under control by locking in a fixed rate for your electricity supply. You'll lower your bills and get price protection from rising rates. Take control and lock in a low fixed rate. Visit aepenergy.com/OSU to get started. AEP Energy, the official electricity and natural gas sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. AEP Energy is a competitive retail electrical and natural gas service provider and affiliate of Ohio Power Company, AEP Ohio. AEP Energy is not soliciting on behalf of and is not an agent of AEP Ohio.
The Gridiron isn't the only place Buckeye fans watch points pile up. They score the perks of game day at Giant Eagle and Market District 2. Ready-to-eat prepared foods, everyday value from our family of brands, a fresh selection that thrills every foodie, fuel savings, and convenient favorites are all game day traditions. Earn perks and save on game day and every day at Giant Eagle and Market District. Giant Eagle, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. Wish you could call a play or two? You can get in the game when you play the Bob's Discount Furniture Dare to Compare Challenge. When you dare to compare Bob's winning styles with the competition, you get on-trend, high-quality furniture for every room in your home that costs hundreds, even thousands less than other brands. See how much you can save when you dare to compare with Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan. This is the Ohio State Sports Network, presented by the Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, the team physicians for Ohio State Athletics.
Final score tonight here at the Value City Arena, 104-60. Ohio State defeats Campbell University. This is Buckeye basketball from Learfield.
Hello, I'm Ross Bjork, Senior Vice President and Eugene Smith, Wolf Foundation Endowed Athletics Director at The Ohio State University.